How's it going, everybody? Can we talk?
No.
They hear my music? They can. No! I need music. A minute. I want to get this copyrighted. Listen to some childish Gambano. Go beyond it. I forgot about the podcast.
I forgot too, I won't lie. I forgot it was the day.
Gotten into a bad habit of not making at a time. Although I will say I make them better now. Oh, screen podcast. How is everybody doing today? I've yet to ping the podcast. Dysfunction. I fixed characters. There was another. I fixed like fucking 7 issues with last. That's gonna finally. Right? I don't know if it's gonna be full fixed. I'm not gonna say that, but I added a bunch more of the variables to be ignored, the ones that are always changing. Well, it's like there was one issue I didn't fix yet that would have remained. With the I just can't hear it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because okay. Let me know if you can hear my music.
I can hear it.
Can?
Yeah.
No, not the lo-fi, like actual music.
Oh. No.
Playing in my pod. Gosh, I feel this fun today, man. I already have this stuff for podcast starts. Lacking.
Yeah.
My bad. How you guys all doing today? You guys all doing good, I hope?
Will be dropping the ball?
Dropping the balls? Lacking.
Yeah.
My bad. How you guys?
Feels like it's every day that they're pinging you.
Every time I talk to them, they ping me. That's all right, man. Is glad you dropped in to say hi. There's no real like. My mic cutting out. My mic cutting out more than normal. I haven't changed my mic.
I can't hear it cut out at least, but maybe.
Starting giveaways, right? Yeah, super. Hey, giveaways. I'm gonna just do. Let's do a season pass again. Tossing out those season passes. Hey, if you're an active player and you're joining giveaways, great.
Yeah.
Congrats, you get a free season pass. Good value. I'd say it's well worth. That's like at least easily say it's no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another normal giveaway. Well, see that?
This is the podcast. This is not parties.
About parties? It's not about parties. It is a live stream where I play a game and Armin. Not 2 days away.
Lil, is there something? Look at the recent ticket. Anything I should say to it or nah?
Recent?
Yeah, most recent.
I'll think.
Okay. Lil to the rescue.
Yeah, you're fixed. Oh. I don't know how the fuck breaking his data so could.
Yeah.
Give me no music, Fanta. The music's fine. Dude, I could probably beat that Goku. Let's put a shot. I've grinded off camera. So I did a little bit of grinding off camera. 600.
Just
right.
a tad.
Let's get the spread. Let's go give that an attempt, huh?
Yeah.
Let me go. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you using heals for it as well or not?
I should go buy more.
Yeah,
Oh, I haven't even claimed my kits today.
You get clothing via controller quests and movie quests.
Oh. Vote? Get the vote?
Vote?
I cannot wait for that new vote crib. I'm finna be thriving once that comes out. I have almost 2 stacks. Get like 2 gold out of that. I mean, it's a shame we nerfed it. It's a shame we nerfed vote crib.
Yeah, yeah.
That's sarcasm.
I don't know how you're gonna enjoy it when it's nerfed, but pop off, queen.
Yeah, bro, we removed the only good thing in an otherwise terrible crate.
Oh yeah.
And boosters.
It's lost all
Great,
value now.
dude. That was a hilarious comment. I mean,
It was stupid.
did I just not press the enter button on that? That's. There you go. You're banging on my door. It don't. Sounds terribly suspect, but it's just my little cat. I don't know how they managed to make that much. Dude, I have a stack of Namek balls. That's kind of scary. I should go for level 6 on like Super Saiyan 3.
I mean, why not? It'd be a lot, but it probably won't even matter because you're probably gonna get.
You could just go farm like the 30 armor sets we have that are all free available. They're not free, but like you don't need to spend a single IRL dime or nothing like that. Just get them from controller quests and movie quests. Although the entry for those is like Cell Saga, and I assume you probably didn't know about them. You probably are not at that level. I think the thing I'm most excited for in this update, the action log spacing not being messed up, and the auto stacking. I don't usually care about little issues like that, man, but auto stacking is like so obnoxious, and you just can't stack anything in your inventory. Hey, back to the quest.
Wahoo!
Got my dynamite. All right. Yo. Just chilling here. Hey. 5 server buggy.
Just chilling. That's it.
So many just little miscellaneous issues, dude. He still hits like for 210k. Dude, come on! I am not gonna 2v1 them. There we go.
You mean you don't want to 2v1 them? Like, what kind of ideology is that, huh? No, Cat Lil might be fine.
It hit me. Yo. Gonna hold like 5% of damage without even getting hit.
Yeah.
I realized how bad Kaoken was once I started leveling strength again. The only reason I just like keeping it on to level, so not that much. Man, I can definitely beat this man. It's definitely my hardest fight though, for sure.
Yeah, Cat, he'll be fine.
You ever heard of heal spamming, Cat? Pretty fake. Just feel it.
There's a stern comment being left right now, real little.
Gonna be an update with it's about. It's our biggest update
Why don't
ever.
you go watch all the devlogs?
Or Caesar's channel. Sorry, not
Yeah.
even that. Just
Read.
No, we have the update news channel. That's the whole list of major changes. Right there anyway. Hate getting dropped out of a. It's totally fine. It makes sense, but it feels weird, you know? Because you don't die when you hit 0 HP. So when you just get dropped out of your form and that's it, it's a minor inconvenience that's so much more annoying than it really should be.
Yep. Yeah.
Meta gaming go bro getting just 2k HP so that he can't one-shot me. I think it's I should have leveled Dex. See, though, it wasn't worth it because I was leveling Strength and Spirit and all those things so that I could
grinding
farm
and everything.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. I'm gonna be farming that dude forever, and I could. Maybe it's worth just getting some more Dex and then coming back to this episode because
maybe
I'm not gonna run out of heals before I kill him.
Oh, a little heal spam. You got this.
Gotta go kind of decent. Cool. At least that works.
Yeah.
Cat's doing good, Ryan. We got a light goal for them today. Gonna do that.
I don't know what else I can do for them. I don't know
Take your clothes off.
Huh?
Huh? What did he say? Well, there's one thing I'd like to mention to you guys. We will be doing a trailer for the update. Obviously, there's no date on the trailer. It's still work in progress. But yeah, the update is getting close to last little bit. I don't know. It's hard to judge, you know, because in development we're always doing more and more and more, and there's always bugs. But I fixed one of my biggest bugs I was stuck on for 2 weeks. Stuck on it, not daily, but you know. Letting you guys know there will be a trailer, and the trailer will be announced. So, you guys can.
Kobe face reveal?
It's funny because like we've done the release date via trailer every single update, yet nobody draws the.
Hey yo, cat. Hey yo.
One ball, left ball, or right ball? Why'd we go up 30 likes, bro? We talked.
They're just animals, Will. That's how it is. We just live in their jungle. That's all.
I'm excited. Can't wait to get the update out. Because I'm sure you guys are excited, but I'm probably a lot more excited because I've been working on it for 6, like 8, I don't know. It's like 8, but I think it's actually 7. Well, what? March. So, this year. And then started in September. I fight Kibu like a Beyblade because I'm just holding W. End up spinning around him.
Yeah. Ever heard of lock-on? That's how most fights are, to be fair, though.
Yeah, unless you're actually fighting the enemy at the level, but I'm over-leveled for this guy, and I'm farming him. Less of a fight and more of just abuse.
Less of a fight, more like pity. Oh, hiccups, why?
Did I even use my Dragon Balls?
I mean...
Right? I guess I can just save them. Eventually get level 6. Yeah. Or just sell the souls from... It's kind of, you know what, the annoying part about the like selling and trading with players, at least I find, it's just hard to find people to trade with. Even for me, the owner, who will often just gives stuff.
Flock too.
An auction house would be really good. I know people have suggested it. I had the idea. I've been wanting to do an auction house since literally 1.0 though. It's just either getting one made or just finding a good one. Definitely. Because many people don't like 1.7.10. let alone the weird version we use. We don't even, we use a hybrid that does like plugins, mods. That's not a normal thing, for as much as it might feel like it. In this version, they were really, really bad. They're using like a fork of a fork of a fork. Not that anybody probably knows what that means. Anyway, yeah, the auction house would probably be cross-server. I don't know. I mean, it most definitely would, but depending on what we allow to go cross-server. Obviously, you can't list things, so you can't trade otherwise, but everything else would probably be good. Probably be able to. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to put Zenny just because that's stupid. Like the Zenny items.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've realized the Forge forum, the ones that complain about outdated versions, they consider 1.12.2 outdated. I've lost all respect. I had some respect. I'm like, you know what? I understand the point for 1.7, but like 1.12.2, bro?
Yeah, that's... How old is like 1.2 or 12.2 even?
Definitely probably 4 years at most. I'm just assuming because like 1.7 is actually 7 or like 8.
Yeah.
But like, what would auction house be? Auctioning items, auction house, market, whatever you want to call that. It's literally just somewhere you can list your items and people can either bid on them or just buy them. Probably bidding though.
Would have never guessed.
The thing about it, I see people with a lot of Zenny abusing it and blah blah blah. But for as much as that might feel like that will happen, it will happen, but then it will stop happening a couple months down the line because the economy will just spread out. You know. It's like, yeah, a big dude with 20 mil will be able to abuse the auction house and just buy everything, but like, then they won't have 20 mil quickly, you know? And also the thing, if somebody has a lot of money, you can just charge a lot trading with them.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta go check on these cats. They were like, you hear that? That's.
I hear them like banging on the door.
Yeah, that's the cat, bro. Those are little 4-pound kittens, dude. It's just because the doors are like, you could literally just push it with a finger and it'll make that noise. But they are probably just laying on thing against. I'll be right back.
No, they're like backing up and
Yeah, they're just straight running into it. Ramming the door, bro. I'm gonna go.
It's like NFL tackle.
Dragon Ball armor sets can't even be traded, but
Yeah,
I don't
armor
see,
sets are like soulbound. Are you?
I don't see how you wouldn't see it being used for Z Souls. Everything that people already trade, except now they have a great way to do it. I'll be right back.
Any type of item, use some imagination. Come on in, Jane. Yeah, I can. Literally, and like almost any item in game. In word, almost.
Practically everything. People will trade whatever they want. As I'm saying, like, my biggest issue with the economy is just, if you're playing US 2 or 3, or EU in some cases, good luck finding what you need. And being that, I mean, I personally, for most of us on the team, consider the economy as a key part of, like, your experience grinding. It's pretty important that you're able to buy Z-Souls to help you grind with the Zenny you otherwise get. Because otherwise, Zenny is just a useless currency, except for buying heals. Right? It's pretty integral that you're able to, you know, buy stuff. So if you can access, say I'm on US 2, right? There's not a lot of people playing US 2, whatever. There is every time I do a podcast, but say it's a normal day. Say I'm on US 3 and there's one other dude on, and I'm like, hey man, you got anything to trade? He either doesn't respond or doesn't have it to trade, right? Both pretty likely. And now I have access to the entirety of the US 1 player base, or in fact, the entire player base. Instead of one person on your server, you have like 19. That's 20. Do you guys know the most hilarious thing I see every day on the server recently? People being like, bro, is the server dead? Like, there's nobody on. at like 6 a.m. in the morning they're saying this, and it's like, you want to make the observation that something's dead, you could at least do some basic research, like figuring out when the last event. I try to do that personally. Bullshitting about something. Market simulation for DBA. Heck yeah.
Could also, sell armor enhancement shards or
Right now.
gems themselves. There's a lot of things you could sell, even if it's not Z Souls or Kyo shards.
But yeah, Peanut Lord, but that's the point. And then the late game players now have the ability to fund and help the early game players. That's good. Like the opposite of American economics.
Get an NPC that we can use Zenny to buy Z Souls with, because that'd be broken as fuck.
Yeah, no, you get a lot of Zenny. And also, we don't want to set the price of Z Souls. And I don't think we need another method to get Z Souls. We've already rebalanced. This update, if anyone's not already aware, we've rebalanced all the Z Soul drops. So grinding will just be that much, a little bit easier and more fair. I'm not gonna say necessary. Like some of the rates. I mean, you want to cover on that, Gobi? You know more. What we did to those
rates on Zenny?
Z Souls. It's just Z Souls.
Z Souls. I mean, other than the fact that you'd be if you're in let's say, what's a good example? I'm trying to think, not Cell, but if you were in Android, you barely get any SJ1 Z Souls or any type of Z Soul that you might need, because eventually, how do you work around the transfer between SJ1 to 2? Because then you gotta grind this buttfuck hard enemy just to even get one. So other than just making the transformation a lot smoother.
Yeah, and also more drops. There was some of the other races besides Saiyan had really unfair soul spreads. They would have 10 compared to 15 Super Saiyan Souls. 10, I don't know, just an example. As well as just say you're getting Super Saiyan 2 souls, you might get some tier 1 souls. The actual Namek soul will drop sometimes, and Android is it, or Cell and Boo, you get it. All of those souls now drop individually, so you have a chance to get any tier 1 soul you want. So that will help people a lot, I imagine.
Why are their messages getting retracted? YouTube awesome crack?
That means they did it. Retracted means they retracted.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
You mean you don't want to embarrass yourself? That's crazy.
Did my cats build their 3 separate times? Or 2.
Oh my god.
But they did it because their collars, we just got them name tags finally, and the name tags would get stuck in the little thing we had.
Yeah.
So when they lift back, they just.
Yeah, we got them. I got our dogs custom name tags.
Yeah.
Shit was so dope because they would have glass where you can see it live imprinting on the collar.
Oh yeah, pet stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are so expensive. Pet stores are so expensive though.
Oh my god, yeah.
Name tag, the cheapest one was $8, and then the most expensive one was $30, and it's go on Amazon, get that $5 custom engraved.
I don't know if it was PetSmart, but it might
I'm
have
paying for the experience of watching it get engraved. Honestly.
Yeah, literally.
And also the machine sucked. It was moving back, and they were literally printed in different places. One was on the top, one was on the bottom. So I'm like, oh, cool. Real nice. Yeah, I realized. I was like, why am I getting hit, bro? Because starvation is so weird. Because I think spawn heal gives you a lot of food saturation, so you never get hungry. But then I don't know. I think if you're not at spawn for a while, I'm not, it's weird. I don't know. Dex up. I'm just gonna go ahead and use. Well, actually, no. Considering The only time you should do that is if you're like raising a stat that will help. If I don't need Dex against Kid Buu, I shouldn't level Dex against Kid Buu. I should just save all my TP and then use it once. Because I have so many 40% boosters that I could use even like 2 a day and I wouldn't run out for a little while. Dude, I cannot wait till I get to 125k though. I have like stacks of crate keys. Donor kits are like, I wouldn't say pay to win, but it starts feeling really, really good when you've claimed them for like weeks, you know, and you just don't use them. But that's perspective, right? Because when you actually think about it, you're only getting like a handful of each crate token a day, and it's like that's not really that overpowered. But if you put it in perspective for how much free-to-play users get, no donation rank, it is kind of, because they get 0 on best chance like a vote crate, and the vote crate sucks right now. Unless you love 50% TP booster. Man, it's a shame he won't get to experience the new vote crate and realize that he was wrong, huh?
It is truly a shame, honestly.
Well, Ryan, I don't need either of those stats, and I've already done that this like term. I went up like 17,000 levels since last podcast, but I just need Dex. I didn't level Dex at all in the meantime. I mean, I might have leveled it like 1,000 or so, but I didn't level it much at all. Actually, I don't think it is still my highest stat though. Actually, no, it's not. Con is. That's my problem right there. I mean, like, I actually I'm gonna go test against Q. I want to see what 1,000 Dex actually does. I mean, it's pretty obvious what it does because passive defense. He does 210,000 damage to me.
Huh. Horrible.
Yeah, no, someone actually thought the vote crate was being nerfed. I don't know if you've seen the feature highlight we did about us buffing the vote crate and the new drops. Basically, it has all, on average, just good drops. But before, it had trash, dino meat, blah, 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 and then a 50% TP booster at 3%. So we're nerfing it because we removed the 50% TP booster in this guy's eyes. And he was like Cell Saga, Buu Saga progression, so he could use 50% boosters effectively, maybe. So, but then I told him, dude, this boost, like, the point of the vote crate is for early game players. And then he, for whatever reason, said, so you're admitting you're nerfing it for end game players and buffing it for early game. And I said, yes. Like, he was trying to make a point about it. Like, he was literally trying to make a point like that. Like, so you're admitting you're buffing it for early game. And I'm like,
that's where this needs to go, sure.
Yeah, because people.
Headaches.
You want to know how many you got? 30% are like, they're ironically probably just as rare as 50%. It's funny. Just because they only have like a handful of methods to get. Whereas all the other boosters are just given via kits.
Yeah.
So for anyone who didn't already hear, yeah, we're gonna be doing a trailer for the update. Hopefully here soon. Let you guys know. We're still wrapping stuff up. I'm not like developing slow, but I'm taking my time, you know. I'm making sure it's perfect at this point for how long it's taken.
21.
Nice.
The doggos are barking, bro.
Borkin.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody got questions about the update? I can answer a couple. Maybe. Depending on what you ask.
Can't answer anything.
Or
How strong are the questions gonna be?
than you. Is he doing the respawn thing?
19 fan of you bozo.
9 plus 10.
GTB after the Super Saga or separate? Technically separate.
It's surely not gonna pick up after U6. If that's what you're asking. The start of GT does not start after where we're at. Session. It will start. This. Get this. Spoilers. Nobody's seen GT. Starts at the end of Z. I know. I had to do it to him. Although there's a big argument to be made that like GT is like, you could probably argue that Baby's like not even that much stronger than Boo. It's just everyone that was fighting was weak. Cause okay, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't fully remember, but like, wasn't Baby more of like one of those friends turned foe fights? Like,
it was basically
like once he went Super Saiyan 4, he clapped Baby, and then there was another part of Baby where like he took over Vegeta, and then that was a problem.
Yeah. Because
that's obviously different, because you can't really judge the strength of that. Because obviously Super Saiyan 4 like could probably slap Kid Buu. Well, I don't know. Super Saiyan 3 didn't doing too hot.
You could call like Baby quote unquote weak.
I would say Baby himself is, but he's more of like, he's literally a parasite. That's the point. He's supposed to. He was pretty strong.
Think of it like Venom.
Vegeta ever gonna get stronger than Goku?
No way.
I'd love to say yes, because that'd be dope. But like, let's just be realistic here. Do you realize what you're watching? Gohan was the only chance for that to happen. And it would have made total sense for them to transfer to Gohan being the protagonist or whatever. Because Goku had literally been the protagonist for an entire show already. And then half of another show. Which was,
and
I
now
think,
for 12 more shows.
Wasn't Z like double the length of Dragon Ball anyway? So like, it was basically it was like, dude, it was a solid 200 some episodes on the show.
Yeah.
Hell, they could have made the movies not have Goku once or twice, beside the worst Broly movie. Literally, like, second Broly, which basically had Goku, and then third... Didn't the Bio Broly also have Goku in spirit? Jesus, bro.
I think so, yeah.
They literally just copied Cell Saga. Like, with Goku in spirit. But it made sense to Cell Saga, though, because it was the first time
how they roll,
did it.
I guess.
I mean, the movies were all, like, just trying to make money. It's obvious. They just wanted to make more content. They were the same quality as the anime. They weren't that much higher quality. And then they were just...
Nothing really
just
changed.
Like, they were just, like, crappy, like... Not crappy. They were all pretty good, but they were all just, like, 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And the King Piccolo, they went straight to Z? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean straight to Z? There's... Huh? A time skip. You mean after? So you're saying like when he was fighting Piccolo Jr. that was Z? I guess I could believe that. Because there was a shit ton of time skips and 5 episodes later, time skip. I vaguely remember Dragon Ball. I watched it when I was young via like Netflix DVD subscription back when that was still. I mean, of course it is. It's just basically part 2. I forget. I forget exactly, but they were gonna call it something else. They were gonna call it just like. They were still gonna keep calling it Dragon Ball at a point. Then they decided to do the Z. I don't fully remember why, but watched a video on it, but I forgot.
I forgot.
Dude, I really want to finish Naruto. Like pick up from where I was at. But I've already seen most of the cool fights. Like. Not even at... Wait. Was Pain at the start of Shippuden? No.
No.
It was early. Like, it was mid... But... No, I'm still in the Akatsuki bit. Like, at the beginning. So they're trying to get all the tailed beats. Spoilers!
Yeah.
I've literally watched most of the fights, though, bro. I used to make AMVs. And just watch the fights because they were cool.
I feel like if you just watch the fights, though, you haven't, like...
Oh, I got
missed anything?
Yeah, you just missed all the I feel like Naruto's like in between arcs is like one of the worst. I'm just correct me if I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like nothing actually happened in between arcs. I feel like it's all just bullshit downtime. I mean, they do have some of the most filler, so most of the time it's filler. I don't think there's anything much wrong with filler. I think it's cool because you just get more of the characters you like. and you get to experience their normal lives. Because, you know, it's pretty realistic that they're not just always doing ninja stuff, right? Especially being that Naruto's, like, hella childish. Up until, like, he's living a grown 30, 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
I hate his haircut, bro. I wish they went the Minato look with it in Boruto. But instead, they gave him the ugliest haircut. Like, he just went to Sports Clips and paid, like, $5 for a haircut. It's terrible.
They did him dirty.
I mean, they could have done that haircut, but then had, like, the sideburns like Minato, and it would have been cool. Have you, like, seen him with, like, the Minato haircut, or just Minato's hair on him?
Yeah, I have.
And it would have made sense, dude. It was his dad. His haircut is...
Like...
Not that your hair... Whatever. Worst filler was, like, 100 episodes? Really? What was that from? Bleach? I was about to say Bleach is, like, widely forgotten, but, like, that's just because they literally stopped their anime, like, around the same time as all the other big shows, but then never picked it back up. But they're doing it this year, and they're picking up their actual manga, not some bullshit spinoff of all the other ones. I think Dragon Ball probably had the best pickup keeping going, because Dragon Ball Super is just Dragon Ball Z continued, let's be realistic, except a bit lower quality, because things just stopped being, you know what I mean. They just jumped up a tier, basically. Literally, to the realm of gods. And then Naruto's like, yeah, let's just downstep and make everything less cool. And I think Bleach is doing what Dragon Ball did, but probably better. Because I think they're about to animate their coolest arc that everyone likes the most in the manga. I'll be right back. Check up again. Actually, my door dude in.
Poor guy. God, my back hurts, bro. I mean, they kind of have to. No, I hate Jazz. Jazz is stupid.
The last arc of Naruto? Oh, jeez. Super, but like... Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but Goku, as of U6, I think U6 is when they... I think BOG and ROF were great. Obviously, the Super adaptations were terrible, but let's just act like that didn't happen, please. Anyway, I think U6 is where the ball got dropped. And the fact that... That's pretty obvious, though. You're comparing two movies that had time to be good. They were good, concise pieces of content versus an arc. I think U6 was cool, but when you look back at it, it's just really boring. Not that interesting. They just added a bunch of uninteresting characters to fight. Because, like, Dragon Ball has a pretty bad time at making a single villain, let alone making a group of, like, 6 people that they're gonna fight and that are gonna all be slightly interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Magetta and Botama just totally forget. They had to...
They had to get hit with it.
Because they made Kaba somewhat... I feel like Kaba was just stupid. It was unnecessary.
Kaba could have been cool.
They gave him Super Saiyan
but...
and acted like he was strong. I just hate the idea that U6 Saiyans get the base transformations are all of a sudden on par. I would have rather them just had Super Saiyan. I find it cringe that they just didn't know Super Saiyan existed, but yet they're universally strong in their universe. And they're some of the strongest ones. That's... No. No. In the Dragon Ball Z, like, U7 universe, they had fuckers like Kid Buu, right? Obviously, he wouldn't fight and turn TOP, but, like, that was, like, the bar for being the strongest, basically. Also, yeah, bro, Beerus, like, back in U6, remember, he was like, oh, man, Goku, he was scared, whatever, we all remember that. But then, all of a sudden, TOP, oh my god, he's shocked at MUI. No, MUI could millywop Beerus and grab him by the tail, bro, and destroy him. I hate the idea that Beerus is just getting stronger because he should, because he needs to, and he can't be surpassed. No. There's nothing wrong with the disciple being stronger than the master. Whis was omnipotent from the start. Whis could probably still whap Goku, felt like, right?
Definitely.
But like, Beerus, there's nothing wrong with Beerus being weaker than Goku, bro. Goku's like literally the strongest dude in the universe. There's nothing wrong with Beerus being surpassed. Like, Beerus does not train. He's just strong as shit. It's like Frieza, bro. Yeah, but Frost was like Frieza with no like actual backstory. He was just like Frieza, but a jackass. He was literally just Frieza without the actual interesting reason. He's not. Well, okay, let's be. Frieza was just a tyrant, an asshole who had more time to be an asshole. Frost was just a little sly dog.
Yeah.
I would say.
One was a villain, one was an actual, like, fucking, you know.
I don't read the Dragon Ball. Like, I have absolutely no interest. There's
no point.
Just another manga. I'll wait till it gets animated. Hope to God they don't. If they use Toei better actually care about the quality this time around. Because Toei's doing damn good on new One Piece, if anyone's seen screenshots from that. New One Piece looks amazing. Finally up to par with modern day anime. You know? But like, Dragon Ball Super, we all know, like, even by the time they got to TOP, the animation was just, it was good enough for you to like it. That's pretty much all it was, right? Just like, it's good. You know, I'll pass, but it's nothing like, it's not, like, Demon Slayer's like, I haven't even seen Demon Slayer, but the clips I see, like, Demon Slayer's like a solid 10 times better. Just on the animation level. Yeah, the beginning of Super. They shouldn't have. I don't know how that even happened. Who was like, we're gonna reanimate the movies that were good? Dude, just air the movies. Nobody would have complained. It was like a whole year after the movie. Like, ROF even. I don't know. Because Dragon Ball was like a childhood enjoyment to me. It's crazy though, because to think in modern day perspective about Dragon Ball Z finished in the 90s, but yet me being born in 2002, I grew up on it. And I had friends who also liked it. I had like 3 IRL friends who liked it at school. And we would talk about it, blah, blah, blah. Think about that. They kept that thing so popular and so talked about via like still being re-aired on Nicktoons. You know, obviously the Kai, but like the fact that that's possible, but yet today everything dies a month after it comes out. Right? But just think about that in perspective for a minute. Dragon Ball is a cultural phenomenon that everyone, like almost everyone our age, grew up with if they were into that style of content. Yeah. But then like you got these animes these days that are popular, and I can't speak on Demon Slayer, but I've got a good feeling nobody's gonna give a shit about it in 5 years. Wraps up. And I'm just bullshitting, obviously I could be totally wrong, but I'm just on current day attention span, and being that half of the fans are from TikTok, they're just hyper ADHD teenagers. Yeah. That's kind of everything though, man. You can say the same thing about literally everything. Every new piece of content. Games stop mattering. There's people who still loathe games from the 90s and early 2000s, but yet games will come out today and they'll just be put away after like a month, literally after you beat them. And it's not even that they're bad games. Like, I haven't played Elden Ring yet, but just current day people. I mean, actually, I can't say that, no, because Dark Souls 3 still had literally 10,000 players before Elden Ring came out. So I actually doubt that Elden Ring will stop being talked about. It'll probably be the big game for the next year, realistically. Especially if the PvP is better than previous games. I assume it is. I don't know, man. They could have just extended the movies.
That's true.
Added, like, middle segments. But they would have had to match the quality, and that would have been a task.
Yeah.
It would have been like, what the hell just happened? Skip an episode, bro? That's the problem is, too often these days, when you were consuming content as a kid, did you ever, like, obviously you were young as shit, so you obviously didn't even know, but it would never appear to you that there was quality gaps. The quality would just remain consistent or be unnoticeable. right?
Yeah.
Whereas today, it's dead obvious. You get to hear about the companies, why this happened. It's all excuses, blah, blah, blah. Not that that didn't happen. I'm sure, again, we were just too young to even hear about it. But, like, dude, Dragon Ball Z was animated by, like, a solid, I think, 18 studios. Or 18 different directors across all their episodes.
Oh, yeah.
But yet, you never noticed the quality differentiating. It was a damn good anime. That's just the 90s style, though, huh? Like even the 90s anime movies, they're all just damn good. You can look at them today and be like, those are damn good. It's just the new HD animation style with the over shading that everyone does. It's so hard to get right. So hard to make it look good. And when it does, you need like hundreds of people working on these episodes. Yeah, I don't know. Times have changed, but that's just everything. It's just we're in a very different world than like 10 years ago, you know what I mean? Like 10 years looking back, 10 years, whatever.
Yeah.
People who were born before us could say the same thing, except I would argue to a higher extent for us because we have the internet. The internet is insanely widespread and things just change so quick, dude. Like, one day, you know, you'll be enjoying your little Dragon Ball game and then like Kakarot, dude, that was a damn good game, but everyone just kind of ignored it. Maybe they didn't ignore it, but I don't know. I felt like it came and went. Would you agree?
It definitely left like as soon as it got here.
Which is kind of annoying. It doesn't help that it came during COVID, so like all the DLCs got cucked and took forever to come out. Because if they all came out within a year of release, that would have been great. But like the last one just came out a few months ago, bro. Just fine. It's like the Cyberpunk thing, you know? They ended up releasing a half-butt product, right? And like, it's not realistically, from a money standpoint, for them to go back and improve the bad product as much as they would need people to accept. Can we all agree on that? Like, there's no way they're gonna boost the quality enough that it's gonna be what everybody wanted. You know what I'm saying? Everyone made fun of Kakarot cutscenes. Why? They were made by the best people who make cutscenes. That's ignorant. What was wrong with them, though? I haven't seen all the cutscenes because I haven't played the full game, but I've watched a whole analysis on the game. I can at least speak for that. I'm only at, like, Namek. I didn't have time to play
I don't think they're bad.
I was playing before 1.0 came out, and then life. See, I'm not a busy person. It's just I prefer to play other things sometimes. I'll play, like, Final Fantasy 14 for, like, days. I can't wait to play Mad Game Tycoon. I don't even play it that much, though. I only have 90 hours in the game. Like, for as much as I gush about it, you'd think I'd have, like, 1,000. But that's because I don't play it that often. I'm so excited to play it. I keep the memory fresh. So.
Yeah.
They did good cutscenes when it mattered, but the rest of the time it looks... Oh. So, like, the big cutscenes, like, the big fights were good, but the other side cutscenes were probably just them standing there talking, is what you're saying?
Yeah, some cutscenes were kind of funky, I guess.
See, to me... Yeah, that's just the whole COVID thing. To me, though, like, when you tell me they developed an entire Dragon Ball Z story, I'm like, alright. Like, it's gonna be not a full-fledged AAA title. And I know that sounds weird to say, but just think about what you're expecting when you want 200 episodes adapted with tons of side content so that you're not bored after the main content. That's kind of unrealistic. The fact that they even did okay at it, like a solid 7 or 8 for a lot of people, is good for an entire retelling of the entire story. That's good. Well, I don't know. I still think they did a goddamn good job. And I don't think many companies could have done better. Because at least they had expertise, like, get the company name, but the dudes who made all the Storm games. So at least they had expertise in fighting games and blah, 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 you know? That's all I could say. At least we didn't get, I mean, who made Xenoverse? Who, like, actually developed it? I don't even know. I haven't played the game enough. If I'd seen the boot screen 1,000 times like some people. I've never been a huge like I loved Xenoverse when it came out when I was young, because like that was right before the movies. Yo, I don't care how you look at it, bro, but they were really, really smart with like the super rollout. I don't think it was even on purpose, but like they had so many games and shit coming out around the time. Good games, right? Because there's always been Dragon Ball games every few years, even before Super. If not, there's probably more in the early 2000s than now. Because, they actually have to be good quality games. They can't just release a shitty port. They used to be able to. We remember all the little shitty ports that came out at some point or another. Yeah. That doesn't slide today, because the internet exists. And you'll be forever criticized for one bad release. Do you want to link the podcast?
No.
I can link it, huh? The little... It's actually... Guess that's okay. Oh. Awkward.
Haha. Nay.
Yeah, but, they did, like, all this stuff, like, Xenoverse, Dokkan, all these things started coming out, and then you're constantly involved in Dragon Ball. I don't know. I think Xenoverse 2 is a great game. Like, objectively, it's cool and it has a crap ton of content, but, like, they just overdid it, That's all. Like, it's outplayed. They made an MMO out of an RPG game, in my perspective. Because, like, I like to call us an MMO, but we're definitely not an MMO. An MMO is like you're in a lobby, you see 200 people walking, You see all these MMO aspects where you can constantly tell there's hundreds of other people playing at the same time. Universe is just like... I don't know. I also just think it's like kind of people like hyper obsessed with PvP game. That's just every PvP. A lot of people get hyper obsessed with games. I've never been one of those people. And PvP is just a troublesome category. Like once we get around to PvP, it's gonna be rough, to say the least. Because balancing gets 10 times more complicated than it is right now. We just have to balance PvE and static enemies that have simple movesets. What happens when you got a player flying around your screen all crazy like? And we add crazy moves and... Because by the time we get to PvP, the gameplay will probably already be more complicated than it is right now. Obviously, and just with that in mind, I'm gonna go see how much Goku's doing now that I got 3K in just Dex. 111K, let's go. Pretty chill podcast today, not too many people, that's okay. Nothing going on. So.
Yeah, it is spring break though.
It is? Oh yeah.
Yeah, from what Rudy said, yeah.
Who? Rudy?
Rudy.
I think a lot of schools do it slightly different, but...
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend might already be on. I know she's going on vacations. I would say we could start a light goal, but there's nothing I really have in mind today. We should do that with like actual teasers, Like we do it on the Twitter all the time. We should do it on the podcast. Like a limited time offer. Like we'll give a little teaser if they reach it during the podcast. That'd be neat. Yeah, let's go to quests. That menu is so laggy. I think it's better on the update. I mean, I tried to test that, but there's no way of knowing. I think that's just one of those things that's affected by the rest of the server, Like if the server's lagging, obviously the stat upgrading. I don't know if you remember how stat upgrading works, but it's pretty terrible. Like, you're upgrading a stat 1,000 times? Yeah, it's sending data 1,000 times. I don't know, who the hell... Who signed off on that?
Instead of just like once.
I don't know. Like, I guess the calculation makes sense to run it over and over with the math applied each time, but like, I'd much rather the math. That's the problem, man. A lot of the DBC mod was not coded with multiplayer in mind. I always say that. Like, I just don't think Jin ever was worrying about multiplayer. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I mean, he was probably just making a cool Dragon Ball mod before worrying about it being, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Oopsie, I literally typed the warp instead of in chat. I cannot wait for this update, bro. There's so many questions that people ask that are so obvious. But I mean, it's all perspective, that one. Obviously, they're not obvious. Dude, should I upgrade my armor, man? Yeah, I want to say yes, but like I feel like there's no point. It's not. I'm gonna get an extra 0.2%.
I only say yes if you have the vouchers. Otherwise, it's kind of a.
And I have
like your way.
Almost 3 stacks of vouchers. I can get, you know, a handful of Why not? Let's do it. I don't really need Z souls, and I have.
Yeah.
And there really needs to be bigger stacks. Did we add more easy trade options? If not, I'm gonna make a note of that.
I want to say no.
Yeah, I'll make it. Bigger trade option. Grind up the pro requests. No. No, thank you. I'm not a fan of that idea at all. 7 enhanced gems. I put it on the chest.
You've already got the yard jet set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point.
It's arguably smarter to just split your gems. You know what I mean? Since the chance you get. But technically, no. Long term, no. Short term, yes. Get a guaranteed costume for base ones. Do you?
No. It's the same rate on the other ones, but like for patroller set, it's 100%.
Maybe I should have upped Dex. I mean, I don't need the full stack 1 stat. Nothing saying I have to do that at all. Totally split my stacks.
Very true.
Dude, how many? Can't trade for couch.
A clear condition? Oh, we have clear conditions? That's cute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
You mean a reward? Because if it's first time, I've obviously already beat all the PQs. Actually, probably not all of them, because I probably stopped after I got to Yard Rant. But I'm pretty sure I've passed most of them.
Yeah.
And if I get the armor, I want to keep it. I'm not going to scrap it for gems. Also, the gem rates are pretty terrible, to be honest with you. Blacksmith, like, scrap rates are pretty terrible. I'd rather keep the set than scrap it for a handful of gems.
I would not go out of my way.
I don't personally finding armors that, at least in my stage, I'd rather just play.
I mean, it's an okay idea, but like, I wouldn't actively go out of your way and do it, especially not on the podcast.
I hated farming yard
Not
set
exactly
when I was
the brightest idea.
boring.
Snoring even?
See, playing the podcast really makes me realize how actual boring this would be for content creators, and I get it. Because I'm literally live streaming, and that's practically how they record anyway. They just, you know, lab for like...
Yeah.
YouTubers are like borderline psychotic about it. They're sitting there just chit-chatting and making conversation about everything they see. They're just commenting on every single thing that happens. I mean, it's not bad to watch at all. It's totally fine. I like watching YouTube. But like, when you actually think about what they're doing for their content,
You're like all alone and you gotta like talk.
You gotta act like you're super interested in whatever you're doing at all times.
Yeah.
An interesting one. Yeah. Well, YouTubers don't think that far ahead. That's always why I've assumed YouTubers don't play the server. There's just not a whole lot to do. Like, obviously there's a lot to do. Like, we have a lot of quests and content, but like, let me put it like this. Our content isn't a straight line linear, right? For the most part, the quest line, there's like 188 quests, PQ, MQ, whatever.
Yeah, what do they do in their meantime?
Like, what do they do in their off time? They're gonna be recording for 5 episodes of them grinding? let me ask you a question. Do you think they want to go grind for 4 hours off camera? No, they want to go record other videos. But did we make gear coins exchangeable for like? Because isn't it kind of pointless? We have the blacksmith now if you get gear coins instead of the actual armor. Because like you're realistically not gonna go out of your way to buy duplicates anymore.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we could also
gear coin 2 chance shard. That's like the rates would suck though, because then someone's just gonna go farm the Sand Saga one. Make them.
Well, I mean, they could also, like, if they can't, effectively grind the Sand Saga ones, then fucking, have, like, different rates so they're not all just the same.
I feel like Sand Saga was 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does fall to the YouTubers to make an enjoyable piece of content, to be honest with you, but no offense to a lot of the YouTubers. The Minecraft style of content is pretty, like, cut and dry. The only time they cut is when it's, like, something super boring.
Yeah,
I just feel like
it's a little hard to make it interesting.
It's just hard for me to imagine many reasons why YouTubers don't play. Obviously, I think the server's good, and I think they'd enjoy it if they played it. A lot of YouTubers have played our server before, if not even the remaster, back in 1.0 or so. But it's like that thing when a new game comes out, right? Except this isn't a game, and we have consistent updates, and we've gotten better. We're not just like the 1.0 and then a couple little DLCs, So it's not worth recovering. No, we're a whole Minecraft server, and we're constantly adding tons of new content. So it's totally different than when they played. They played it like the worst point possible. Maybe it left a bad taste in their mouth. I don't know. Hit them with the live stream link. Boom. PS2's not back up yet.
Crying.
I don't know. It's just a little bit obnoxious to me that like YouTubers just seem to ignore our existence. Like they played in the 1.0 and they haven't. The weird. They're totally. I'm not. Oh, you have to play my server. I don't. But a little bit awkward that none of them have returned. I'm sure they have other things they're doing, but I just want them to play my Minecraft server. Long ass series would be awesome, bro. Like, imagine how much engagement you would get in a 40 episode series. A lot. Dude, I'm watching like a Space Engineers Let's Play right now. I'm on like episode 40, bro, and he has 4 seasons that I intend to watch. So like, I think people would watch that. But that's these YouTubers who have trouble making 10 episode content.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it, man. Like, the YouTube fan base isn't exactly very engaging. You have to have a niche community for that kind of content to work, in my opinion. Frankly, because, a lot of these YouTubers make content on the newest game, the newest Roblox, this, blah, 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 and then they're just trying to, you know what I mean? Damn, what the hell? You see that, Gobi?
What?
Got the whole order. I love to see it, Young Blitz. Appreciate people making content on the server. Content's good. Scrap. Yard rat, but I'll keep an extra yard rat set just in case. I'll start scrapping once I have a whole set, That makes sense. Yeah. Scrap once you have a whole extra set ready. I go fill up my bank. That was crazy luck, bro. I'm sorry, I had to cheat for a minute. You don't realize how complicated it would be for me to even make that quote-unquote cheatable. That would be an actual, I'd have to go out of my way. Oh, 3 shards?
Practically 1 in a million.
Oh yeah, fun fact, you can actually exchange your armor shards in the update. You can upgrade them for free. That's cool. Like, sorry, no, you just like you right click this guy with your armor enhanced shards and they exchange to them. That's cool. I'm gonna level Dex on the pants.
Hogging.
You actually will farm armor. You might be valid. Might be worth farming for a little minute. Not crazy, but I'll probably, you know. Where does Vegeta set drop? Maybe from Vegeta?
I would hope.
I'm just gonna farm to get the armor. I don't really care to get the actual sets. I just wanna shards. Minus requests is kind of funny that patroller quests are totally useless in this version, aside from armor. It's such a waste of content. We have 22 quests that drop what, 13, 14 sets total. Not enough for 22 quests. Not that they should each drop a set, just that, like, you know, they should exist for more than just farming armor. The quest can at least be decent for TP. Spoiler, they're gonna drop TP update. So why are we fighting Xenotrunks? It's a really weird fight. Doesn't it make more sense to fight Goku or like somebody that's not him?
Yeah.
It's the only quest where the quest giver is the fighter. I didn't even know you could do that.
What?
Spawn them in a wall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. No, what? That's not a wall. It's air. Yo. I'm hacking, my boy. I just got the full set again in a different order, too. Not bad, guys.
Those out here cheating. Everybody been struggling. Those out here hacking. You're just doing them dirty.
Aggressively farms drugs.
Understandable.
Oh, that bug where like you're dashing and like you're doing the like it's jittering is so nauseating. You're going like, ooh, you know, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Not the best experience.
You know what would be a cool thing for me to add? You can't cancel your quest if the enemy is within a couple blocks of the quest giver. Yo, what the hell? I wasn't gonna say anything, but what the hell? I've farmed this 9 times and I've gotten an exact set 3 times. Is that even like, is this a thing? Like, is this, there's no way it does that. That's not even something you could do. I'd have to code that. And I did not code that. Hope I remember. You guys want a little bit of...
If owner, give all.
Yeah, basically. You guys know why Trunks is just dead on the ground? When I'm over here, you see how Xenotrunks is despawned over there? That, if I kill Trunks over here and the quest giver is not loaded, not gonna detect, because he's the one who detects if he's killed or not. That's fixed in the update though. They're chunk loaders, so they're gonna stay loaded. Oh, okay, I broke the trend. I would say that went for 10, because I'll count the boot. That wasn't a duplicate. But now I got a duplicate. That was insane. You wish. Yardrat, I was pretty lucky with Yardrat though too, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I would say this should be like a scrap all in your inventory option, but I feel like that's a terrible idea. The whole point of the confirmation is so you don't actually... Okay. There we go. Had me worried, man. I don't know. I got pretty close to getting lucky and getting full sets. Just 2 items off. The fact that I got 4 sets though that quick, it kind of I can get some shards. Shards, please. I have the same luck on the shards. I don't give a shit what drops I get. I want shards. Damn. As you complain about the grinding and then the owner responds to you.
Get good.
I mean, it wouldn't really mean anything to say that. That's just like, fuck you.
Man.
It's almost worse if I was the one.
Frick you, hacker.
Yeah. The whole movie pack's pretty low quality right now. I'm pretty sure Fanta's gone through, or like Aquester's gone through and improved. They just made sure they worked as intended. I know we fixed like a solid half dozen bugs with them.
He's fixed them. I don't know about quality check though.
That might be worth doing. Not doing nothing else, so. Like, nobody tested this last build. I got 2 bug reports. And I'll admit, there's a chance there's just less bugs because, you know, I've been fixing them, but like, I've also only seen a handful of people log on though, so.
Yeah.
Let me actually check the numbers to be sure, but pretty not confident turn out testing right now. Not that testers are holding us up. I'm holding us up. It isn't really a hold up.
Stick them up, bud.
Just developing. It's just development taking a while. If the primary component is the one, quote unquote, delaying, that's not a delay. That's just. Oh no, I'm not. That wasn't like I wasn't being defensive. Yeah, I was just blabbing. It was honestly unrelated. It's just the quest being shittily broken got me thinking about testing them. Because, you know, there's obviously a lot to test. I know, okay, against contrary belief, we do have a lot of content. Like, so asking a tester to go play 200 quests, that's a big ask. Would you agree? I mean, you might think as a tester you'll do that, but how about, like, after you've done it 5 times, you know, because...
Yeah.
And that's not even required, because frankly, you don't need to test something 5 times over. Test it once and it works, it's probably good. And then if we make
probably gotta get like used to the repetitive nature.
Well, you know what's funny though? With our testing, we have over 50 commands to reset cooldowns, set your stats, skip quests, insta-kill enemies, all of this shit to make testing easier that I've added just in the last like 2-3 months now. We made testing like literally a joke. You can insta-kill enemies to test if the completion works. Blah, 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 blah. Made it so easy.
If it's so easy, why don't you do it?
I'm actually pretty happy with the last few testing files. I like this format we've been doing every few days. Specific amounts of days. That's good. It's nice, you know. It gives me like a... I just set it. It will come out this day. And if it's not ready, it's not ready, but it's pretty... I mean, I could probably release files every day if I really wanted to, but there'd probably be more issues than fixes at that point. Things half finished. Imagine that. I have to wait to release the files to be tested for the update to be tested. The irony of that. Waiting for releases within the release. Segments. We're always recruiting testers. We've never stopped. People just don't really apply. Or... I mean, I don't know. What do they have?
Or we have
apps?
Bums.
Yeah.
Like, I've had people who have, like, 12 hours apply. Like, I don't really look for on time, but, like...
12 hours
12
well
hours
under
really?
what we... Like, you don't even know the server if you have 12 hours. Why should we allow you to test... Okay, here's the thing. As a tester, you get access to most of the info of the update and blah, 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 blah. You literally get so much info. Why would we give you that with 12 hours of... You're not going to know shit at 12 hours of gameplay.
And then we have to explain to you how, like...
How the game functioned. How
Yeah.
it functions on the live server. If I have to, like... You know, I have a tester who is one of my buddies from ages ago. I tried blah, 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 right? And I have to explain some things to him because he hasn't played that much. That's okay. there's circumstances, but a lot of times we get testers who are not knowledgeable about the existing thing. Like, I would at least expect you to know what you're coming to test.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit different than, like, normal testing of a real game, right? Because, though, obviously you can't know anything about a game if it's beta or whatever, but, like, not. You've been released and you've played, apparently. Or you, as in the person here, not dogging nobody here. None of you guys did nothing. You're okay. Ed's not mad at you.
Unless.
Maybe. I don't know.
I might be.
And that won't take that long. Also, we're still gonna have more updates. This is by no means our last update. We've got many more.
There's no 3-day requirement for tester.
As Gobi said, there's no on timer. Just don't apply if you have like a joking low.
If I look at your on time and it's a joke, don't even bother.
And by that he means like 12 hours, like he said earlier. It's like that's disregardable.
I should be able to look at your on time and instantly know you know at least enough to be okay.
Or you've at least beat the damn game.
Yeah.
Coming on the test team just to look at the forms, man. Oh, easy clap. You see this? Something we need to get better at that I know is just... I'm glad you realized. Why I opened my skill menu. Like,
You don't get it till the last one.
Oh yeah, I have 2 more?
09?
So
yeah, 2 more, I think. Or 1 more.
Yeah, it says I get fusion here. Is that just a big psych?
It was changed, and I don't think anybody ever like changed the quest completion info. It was originally here, and then I don't know who bumped it up.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you've just been on the server enough to at least know about it, that's okay. The difference. We don't necessarily need you to beat the game. We just need you to know what you're playing. We don't need to baby you.
Like if we revamp something, we shouldn't have to explain to you
how it works.
What strength does. Yeah, I had an application like that. Yeah, someone had like 3 hours.
Janemba skin is terrible.
Yeah.
But at least for ones that I did. I used
Especially fat Janemba. Oh my lord, bro. He needs to be chonking.
Like Super Janemba looks badass in the movie, but here he's.
Yeah, the motherfucker got a sword, don't he? Like, that'd be dope too.
Dude, if you guys as players give us a chance to, you know, make things cool and get to a cool point, this server will be hella cool. We'll be, you know, as enjoyable as some real Dragon Ball games at some point. You know, I have super high ambitions. Like, this is absolutely nowhere near 100% quality. This is like, right now, is like 10% of what I want. We got the base work of the quests exist, but I would love to, like, make enemies actually do cool things. Like, Janemba, the big boss, for one, I'd like big bosses of every saga to actually matter and have unique movesets each. That's just an obvious thing to me. However, it's a lot easier said than done because how many bugs can come from one custom moveset? So many. If I was to add Janimba's teleporting thing, right? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That would, like, it'd be great, but, like, imagine how many bugs could come from.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Back in the 1.0, there was a Janimba sword that would actually, like, teleport. They would basically make you dash forward. Like, you just have a lot of forward momentum. It was super cool. I like jumping around with it. Because, you know, you just propel in that direction.
Yeah.
Super fun. I don't know why I ended up removing it. I think it was just conflicting with an item. So like, I removed literally everything from the mod. I have cleaned up our mods an aggressive amount this update. Like, I updated all of my workspaces to the latest version of everything. They weren't even that outdated in the first. They were outdated on Java, but it didn't really matter because nothing. Just, you know, making sure we're using the latest ever. Except using an 8-year-old Minecraft. That's a different story. Also, on a real level, does anybody actually give a shit about 1.12? Like, not that you like it or anything. Like, it's a cool version. It's a great version. But, like, would anybody actually give a shit if we updated to 1.12 Minecraft, I'd like to ask? Like, would you guys freak out if we did? I don't personally imagine that. What the hell? Oh, wait, what? That was a repeat? What? Why is this giving me 608? Why in 602? Okay, there's no 610. Gotcha. So I actually went back one. Being a Z sword that can be worn on the back? Hell yeah. That's one of the, like, I was going through, we're going to be adding, like, 3D accessories at a point that you can put on you. That, like, I redid the Halo, if anyone's noticed that in some of the teasers. The Halo is, like, properly circular looking now. It's not actually a circle, for anyone who cares. It's a bunch of squares with shading turned off, so it looks circular, blah, blah, blah. But, the only way this is related to DBC is the name and base engine. Yeah, I don't really care to disassociate from DBC. It's not really a big thing. I'm not gonna actively go out of my way to be like, we're not Dragon Block C. We're Dragon Block Apollo. Obviously, we're Dragon Block C. We're way different, but that's for your perception. Obviously, we're not trying to disassociate, because I just don't think that. I don't know. Dragon Block C is a great mod. There's no reason for me to want to be unrelated to it. Although, like, what I'm asking is, would anyone here actually value us being 1.12.2 version of Minecraft? Performance would probably slightly increase, but a lot of our performance issues are not the version. I'll tell you that right now. Put your ass up, Munchin. I did all that by myself. Yo, at least I can make a lightning texture in less than 20 hours and counting, buddy. Or we're just sitting there staring at the lightning texture doing nothing. I swear to God. It's a bum.
It's just how Munchkin operates, man.
Like, I think being a 1.7 mod is completely fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. The only issue is you get a lot less support in the community from everyone else who mods. And there's obviously improvements to base Minecraft in the new versions, but you know what? Aside from that, if you can tough it out, like I have for 1.7, you'll be fine. It does not change that much. Mojang is not doing jack shit with the money they get. Obviously, I'm kind of bullshitting there, but I don't know what the hell Mojang does with all their staff. They're just all reading support tickets all day or what, but they've barely changed the game at all. Unless they're recoding the whole game every time, but I don't think so. He's a menace, bro. I've actually just been waiting for him to finish all of his textures for this update to come out.
Everybody's just waiting on Munch.
Yeah. Waiting on Munchkin to build, waiting on Munchkin to... You know, Munchkin actually draws little image schematics of all the builds. Give her architect. Literal architect. Really designing all of her. God damn, bro. Can I quit getting chests?
No.
All of them are working on Minecraft Dungeons. Are you serious? Nobody gives a shit about that game. And I'm speaking from a general sense because I've never played it. No, I don't pay attention to it, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I'm telling you, damn right now, that game has 1% of the players of Minecraft. Thing is, though, I'm sure that game is more of a game, right? Than Minecraft. Because Minecraft's a game, yes, objectively, but, like, more of, like, an open simulator. I'm sure Dungeons has transactions and blah, 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 right? But you can't really add to Minecraft on PC. So, I get the logical point, but fuck you.
Dungeons was like...
No, I wouldn't even be surprised, though. That sounds correct.
Yeah.
I'm sure that is more of an actual
Dungeons
game.
were... Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons was fucking... It came and went, I'll be honest. Because I was, like, hyped over it, and then it was, like, gone.
Could have been what Hytale will be. Well,
Yeah.
what we think Hytale will be. You know what? The biggest thing with, like... For as cool as Hytale might be, let's all be realistic here. It's a pretty large-scale project being made by a team of people who... I mean, I'm sure they're hiring real developers, don't get it twisted, but, like, they're running a Minecraft server, now they're making a whole game. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'd love to make a real game, too. Good on them. I think it's gonna be cool. But it's pretty, I wouldn't feed into, like, some people.
Yeah.
That's all. You know? Like, look what happened with Cyberpunk, dude. Game made by an established AAA developer ended up being trash on release. Across the board. Like, obviously, it was fine. I played it, like, first week on PC, and it was okay. Like, it wasn't terribly bad. I wasn't ripping my eyes out, but it was laggy in the city, but, like, whatever. I don't know. I just feel like expecting Hytale to be a great game. But, like, it's so different than Minecraft. They're making an actual game. Minecraft isn't a game. Just a sandbox, bro. With items, blocks, and functions. I don't know. It's hard for me to think of Minecraft as a game. A game, to me, is, like, a totally different feel. It's a structured feel made to be how it is. Minecraft is how it is because the server owner. Like, dude, the fact that you can go Super Saiyan in Minecraft, like, you know what, from a coding standpoint, Dragon Block C mod is simple, I'll admit. But, like, actually looking at it on an objective standpoint that somebody managed to make Super Saiyan and, like, that shit in Minecraft is absolutely crazy, right? Like, that should not be underappreciated. Why the hell am I getting, like, perfect drops? I got all my chests and boots, and now I'm getting only pants. Also, my inventory had the perfect amount of space. Can we talk about that? Beautiful. Had to say it. Yeah, I wasn't talking about it before, and whenever I was getting all my sets. Now it's happening. Have I ever played Minecraft? Very briefly. Not in, like, I played it with, like, a group of people for, like, 5 minutes. Nothing, you know. Nothing notable. So, no. Answer is no. Neat. Sounds cool. I know it's a damn good thing. I watched Kobe and played a little bit. Yeah, this is a pretty OP farm, I'm not gonna lie. I hate things like balance like that in games, you know? Or like something's just unfairly good, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's objectively too overpowered. Because, you know, the exchange rate for shards is always, you know, the same no matter what your armor is, right? So think about that. If you can get an easy rare set, which not even worth it. I mean, it's probably already kind of quote unquote fixed. Update. Here's my defense. How much defense do I have? 309 versus yeah, man, saying armor is useful is like 30k, you know, like hey man, it's easy to criticize without actually trying. You know how it goes. This is a chill podcast today. I'm not even mad, man. Ah! What the hell? I whooped there, bro. I'm immediately getting beat up. I can't wait for that issue to be fixed. Despawning actually works in the update. I put an ass load of time into making sure enemy despawning always works as intended. Glad to say that it worked as intended all the time. But yeah, I haven't had an issue since I quote-unquote fixed it. This update is amazing. Also, yeah, you guys have any questions about the update? I'd love to talk about it. I'm glad, you know, we don't have much structure for the podcast, so it's just us bull crapping, but we're just talking about whatever comes to mind. It's basically just a voice call, except me and whoever's in the call are the only ones chatting. So, you know, this is all we do whenever we're not on podcast anyway. Just talking about literally anything. What was it yesterday? Me and Munchkin were talking about refrigerator prices, dude. And dudes being dudes. Dude conversation. Dude conversations, bro. Yeah, me and Munchkin were talking about, like, refrigerators yesterday. Munchkin was like, bro, how much money do you think they make on refrigerators? I'm like, a good 10 times profit. What do you guys think about that? How much money do they make per refrigerator? I'm farming Majin Buu or Kid Buu right now. You see this PM I got from the guy? Gobi's dead. Sorry to announce we have lost a scaler. We will be holding a memorial in spawn. There will be a press F to pay respects. In honor of Gobi's memory, I will not be releasing the update. It's not what he would have wanted. I turn my armor back on. I'm gonna go send Cat a screenshot of me having. I don't know. Stay home is when it's done. Yeah. Probably not personal dummies. That's weird. But yeah. No, I want to do a whole update about just making the wild cooler, little quality of life stuff like making factions more interesting. Blah 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 blah. Because I want factions to matter, be something collaborative and whatever for the players. But that is a system that will take a while, and I'll have to step off something else to work on that, and I'm not doing that this update. I don't know. It's yeah. Thing is though, like when you're on a grinding server like this, everyone looks for like the value in everything they do, It makes things like factions that are just there for fun. People are like, people have literally said, why don't you just remove them if they don't do anything? You know what I mean? It's like, Ryan, raiding is never going to be a terrible idea. The what update? Yeah, no, I read the message, but what? Is that an acronym? What it? Oh, but they're saying weird things in the chat, bro.
What? I just got back. What kind of weird shit they talking about? They talking about feet?
Something like that. If you're willing, you could. Yeah, no, I could. I don't know.
They would not be dropping that much TP.
It could exist. Probably something else, but I want to make like a whole food cooking crafting system, man. Like harvesting and shit. I know it sounds really random, but like I don't know, it's just a cool idea to me. It's one of those systems that like I'm not necessarily a huge fan of it, but I would just enjoy the idea of putting some time into that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just
Female
enjoy.
player model? Those don't exist, Ryan. Come on.
There won't be a female player model, but you'll probably just be a little bit skinnier normally and blah blah blah. But we're probably just gonna add a lot of stuff in general, like to character creation. But yes, females.
Females aren't real.
Females will just be a different face, though. I think that's all they really need. I don't really think we should add titties and a butt like the family C-mod had. That was terrible, and means we have to make. I'm being harassed in PMs. Did you see this? Did you see the first 2 messages?
No. Oh.
Said, is it possible to corrupt the owner to have TP? I said, ha ha ha. Said, it's quite vague as an answer, but hey, I take that for a yes. He said, I see you don't want to take a serious question.
You can already go fast up your decks.
You know, weirdly, the way movement works right now, like movement speed, flying, and running, like you need 100k dex or mind. So dex gives you movement speed, and mind gives you flight speed. You need 100k for that to actually matter, and it will double it. You'll add like another 100% or something. It's stupid. We'll be doing a little movement rework at some point, where we adjust all the movement speeds of every form.
He said we. That's cute.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah, I mean, I probably don't even need scalers for that anyway.
No.
There's nothing to scale.
No, that's not. It's just not happening. It's okay.
No, it's okay.
No.
Speed does scale on forms and your just general stat. It's weird how it scales. I don't even know how it scales because I haven't looked at it.
I think just the general main problem with it is that like it doesn't go up progressively, which is kind of
you don't
problem.
feel like you're getting faster. You just randomly get faster. Like I'm pretty fast right now. In the early game, I was like weirdly slow.
Yeah.
I feel like form should just affect it more. That'd be cool.
But making it impossible to move with that 10k mind.
Genius.
Moving
We are
on.
making mine useful this update. We're not gonna tell you what though until the update's out. It would like the trailer, we might say it. The trailer will give you guys a lot of info you don't already have, like a release date, and some features you guys have absolutely no idea about. Because there's like a handful of major things you guys don't know about. Is there? At least 2.
There's a few.
I don't know about a handful. Depends how big your hands are.
I got pretty small hands.
Oh, then.
So.
Oh.
An armful.
Mouthful?
Ayo.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that, huh?
Yeah, I see you throw out for. Are you telling me to narrow down what we did with mine? That's what that sounds like.
No, like the ideas that we rejected, like the stupid ones that were like make mine deluxe skill.
Oh, or make mine
like those really
your
dumb
drops.
ones.
Make mind increase the amount of TP you get.
Oh my god! Or make mind increase drop rates.
Or how about this? Make mind for Ultra Instinct. So you listen to that. Like think about that. One of your 6 core stats. Yes, it's useless right now, but imagine if that stat was just there for the sake of Ultra Instinct. People don't often think about how correlation works, you know? Because, okay. Let me ask you a question. If we want to nerf something, why would we, or let's say someone asked us to add a new training method to base training, okay? to make like they wanted like a one-time Wii's training method that gives a lot of XP, and it's like, why wouldn't we just lower the XP requirement for early levels of God Key at that point? Would that not just do the same thing, but it'd be easier to code? People don't often consider those things where it's like, why the hell would we make one of the 6 stats affect the latest game form you're gonna get, probably? You know, one of the last forms you get in the game, affected by one of the stats you have the entire game. If we're gonna do a stat or some upgradable shit, why wouldn't we just do it the way we did every other form?
Gotta wait until like 12 years down the line, have it affect the UI then? Like,
yeah. You have Cat telling people to level mind early. You're in the Android Saga, time to start leveling mine, buddy.
get to it.
I'll tell you something you guys don't know. The mind stat is not going to be called the mind stat anymore, if that helps. Great, because as cool as this update is, if you guys have tuned into all the teasers and you guys are excited, there's going to be cooler updates eventually. Although, obviously, I don't want you guys getting hyped for those yet. But they're going to... This is not going to be our best update. It will be at the time, of course. Best yet.
Yeah, it'll be my best update. Thank you. Thank you.
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean, no?
No.
It'll be my best update. What are you talking about? Come on.
Or I cringe at how I used to code things. Like... When I started, man, like, you know the damage indicator attack combo system?
Uh-huh.
It took, like, days. Like, days. Like, I could code that in a solid day. This point. That, like, I feel like the way people look at things in life, this is kind of weird, but I heard this yesterday, or a couple days, it was like, a lot of people, like, say, music artists or just any social media, they want to have a hit video and then be famous, right? Why wouldn't you just make content or make music and get one... Like, imagine you get 1% better every single day you're doing something. Would you not agree that's better than just getting success, whatever, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually being good at what you're doing.
Can you show your running percent, Lil?
236%.
Welcome back, Cat.
Hi, Cat. I sent you a threatening message in PMs. Yo, Gobi's actually done that, Peanut Lord. I think, right?
The maxing out mind and then playing?
Yeah, if you want to...
Dude, fucking, like, 40% of my on time is from that, and I hated every second of it, because I did it the retard way.
Oh, dude, why am I getting attacked by hunger this episode? More than ever before.
It's a strat, Lil. You still understand.
Yo.
Just max out your decks. You'll be fine.
Hey, dude, just go ahead.
Just hit it like that, bro. I mean, it would kind of be boring for YouTube. Not really anything for you to do. You'd be pausing. You'd be like clipping out every 12 minutes to go.
The only like interesting thing you could do is just have cool conversations like we do on the podcast.
Yeah.
So it would just be a YouTube version of the podcast or like a video version. And then it would just be like a 20-minute supercut of just all the funny conversations. And then it doesn't even matter about the content at that point. Yep. It's just conversations with background. And you know what I mean.
Just be background noise.
And unfortunately, the way YouTube works, I mean, I'm sure, bro, if one of the big YouTubers made a YouTube series on this, people would watch it. Probably, like, for, like, 20 episodes and all that. But, like, YouTubers would prefer to make one video on the cool new form added to a Roblox game than cover... I mean, obviously I'm way biased, but I've always thought that, like, bro, if YouTubers were to cover our teasers and blah, 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 and actively be a part of the community, they could do so much. Look at any Dokkan or Legends YouTuber. They're literally jerking off every time that something cool happens. Now, obviously, we don't do as cool things on an objective standpoint because it's a different genre.
It's not really creativity. You would, I don't know what you'd be doing, but sure, if you got an idea, go for it, champ.
Because we haven't touched it at all.
Yeah.
We're gonna be hopefully soon adjusting movements.
It'll be touched one day.
Yep. Hopefully before the next major.
Yeah. So in TOP, glad we all agree.
Yikes. Scary. That was at least. Did you guys see that PM I got? Kobe, can you podcast post?
Sure.
1 PM me asking me to make custom forms and make them obtainable via my head. That's a mentality for sure, man. That if you can finish the game without them, what's the problem? It's
Without
just a
what?
boost. He was saying add custom forms to the store, payable, so then it'd be better for pay to win. And then I said, that's a terrible. And then he said, why, dude? If you can beat the game without them, it's just a boost. Yeah, but it's like, even if you can beat the game without them, that's great, but like, it doesn't change the fact that you got something that makes the game like objectively easier.
Yeah. Then why would we even do custom? Like, give us a genuine reason.
They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They probably don't even have Super Saiyan. Actually, they might. They're like, I think they had 17k each. Saw them as terrible idea though.
Cat, ain't no way. Quit playing with me, Cat. Come on. You tell me it's pay to win? Nah, I can't. I don't believe this.
Standpoint's somewhat okay, because a lot of times when people pay to win, they're pay to win first, and then they worry about the free to play experience, right?
Yeah.
But like, even if it is possible to play free to play, doesn't mean you should have free to play be pay to win be just
yeah,
aggressively easy.
I could understand the foothold. There's no ETA, RSP. I could understand like the foothold on like cosmetic custom forms, but like it's just not where like.
I don't know why people think custom forms is a fucking thing. You guys have played too much Dragon Block C. Every form we add will be hard coded into the mod. It will be a real form that you play that's not stupid ass particles or stupidly obtained. It's going to be a real thing, part of the progression. It's not just there. And no, none of them will be buyable. That is absolutely a terrible idea.
Yeah.
If I want to make money, I'll go start a goddamn
GoFundMe.
No, I'll go do an actual thing that would make way more money, or go get a real job.
I really with Max Mind.
If I really want it, if I was a money hungry person, I would just go do something that would make more money. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to have fun and develop something, and then make a living income.
Depends on which method you're doing it with, Peanut Lord.
I feel like too often people turn bad processes of money into pay to win. Because frankly, you're gonna have a very tough time in Minecraft breaking 6 digits. At least in this community. If you could make 6 digits in Dragon Block C, dude, I wouldn't even be mad about people doing pay to win. But those servers that have done pay to win in Dragon Block C will probably barely scratch 5 digits a year.
Yeah.
But then they sacrifice all their morals and make a terrible. You get it. I don't need to explain it. But dude, go do something that actually makes money. Go get a job. If you really want to work hard, you can make 6 digits. Or blah blah blah. Actually, sorry, it's a little bit harder. But you get it.
No, it's that easy.
There's real ways that you can not have morals or better communities. Go run a vanilla faction server. Hello? They don't even give a
We'll
shit
really
if you're
just
pay to
say,
win.
go get a job, you bum.
Well, vanilla faction players don't even give a shit if you're pay to win. They either pay or they don't. Whereas if you do it here, people are gonna care because it's a small community.
They're usually, like, factions is more inclined to allow pay to win.
It's just a thing every server does. And there's a lot of servers that don't, I'm sure, but... Sure, fine.
Yeah.
Faction servers suck ass. You install some plugins, then you proceed to make hella money off it. Because people want to buy crates. It's a brain dead thing. For the player, for the one spending the money, and the owner. I have two... Like, dude, listen. I've thought about running vanilla servers because they'd just be, like, really easy compared to what we do now. But, like...
Keeping them interesting also isn't easy, though.
Well, let me... If we were to make a Pixelmon server, would you guys agree that, like, there'd almost be no reason to play Pixelmon Apollo? And I'm sure you guys would if you guys like Pixelmon, you want to support me and the Apollo guys, but, like, it doesn't matter. Like, our community, great, but, like, our community would be the minority of players we want to attract. We would want to attract people who like Pixelmon, objectively, not Apollo. Apollo is just the initial boost, because obviously an Apollo server. But, like, we want people who like Pixelmon. And, like, there's literally probably half a dozen Pixelmon servers that do custom content that are interesting. What the hell would I be able to add, bro? I'd have to, like, work my ass off to make it cool. Like, and as an extension second server that I'd be working on, that'd be practically impossible to manage properly and make it super cool.
Like, Pixelmon can be cool because there's, like, a section of Pixelmon servers that people look for but don't get because, like,
what's that?
Nobody adventure modes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've always wanted to do, and I did that at some point, although it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks doing, but, like, it's a
like,
good way to get
it'd be like
on the server.
What we do here, except open world.
Yeah, because, like, even if they finish the game, who cares? They can come back, reset their, like, progress, and play again, just like they do with the actual game themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon is sure as hell not 100-hour. Well, maybe, but either way, it's a pretty...
You could spend 100 hours.
It's a short run time if you just want to beat it. But if you want to come back and complete everything, you got a couple 100+ hours. That's the point. That's fun. I'm not a big fan of, like, the repetitive gameplay people want. People want prestige on Apollo because they just want to play forever. No. I'm not gonna... you want to replay, dude, do a character slot. Totally. I know a lot of players, a lot of veteran players actually do character slots and just restart on updates. And that's beautiful. I fucking love that. I love that that's what people have done with character slots. I wasn't even expecting that. And it's amazing that people do that. But, like, I don't want to be perpetuating a gameplay style that is genuinely asking players to continue playing after they beat the game 1,000 hours. Because you're just going to hate the game, dude. It's going to be like Stockholm Syndrome. You're going to play for literally 1,000 hours doing... You know, like, BDO is a good example of this in MMOs. You can get to, like, the end game in a solid couple 100 hours, but then the 1% end game, the last 1% to the end game, in terms of, you know, levels or whatever you want to call it, is, like, pay to win combined with, like, thousands of hours. So, like, I've never been a fan of that. I'd rather you beat my game in 200 hours and move on and be happy and enjoy it and recommend it to friends, maybe come back next update, then you feel like you just got robbed of your time and, like, almost regret it and have a distaste towards it. Look how I'm talking about BDO. I have 1,000 hours in that game. But look how I'm talking about it. You would think I hate the game. Although half of that's AFK because fishing.
Yeah.
BDO is a Korean MMO. Koreans do not care about you or your time.
Shiny Saiyan moment? Oh my god. I got a shiny hunt from a Saiyan. Hold on. Give me a minute.
I mean, there's so much cool shit we could do. It's just a matter of getting there. I'm the only developer, so it takes a lot of time for us to get these cool systems in, you know? But we're working on it, man. And I would say we're getting faster at releasing content. As much as it might feel like this took forever.
It's definitely faster than it would normally have been. if we had, previous people per se.
Yeah, no, I mean, literally, like, just U6 compared to last update, our team probably, I wouldn't say doubled in size, but, like, I feel like we're just better. Like, we've gotten better at managing...
It had a quality improvement instead of quantity.
We've gotten better at managing testers. We've gotten better at managing development. I keep notes of my development. I track my development. Next up, we're going to start next update with a genuine list of what is happening, and it's not going to change much at all. We're going to have... You get it. We're going to structure these updates more so that it will be more professional, and it won't just be us working daily and doing however much we feel like until we're ready to release, like, this update. Obviously, I had things I wanted to do this update, but things like achievements, for instance, I won't lie, was like, it was up in the air for months, and then I finally decided I was going to do it, and at this point, it's probably one of the last things I'm going to get around to doing. I mean, it's already in progress, of course, but, like, you get it. I don't know. There's mistakes this development cycle, as everyone has had, but I will say this update is aggressively big. If you guys like some scale, right? U6 added revamped Kaioken, changed some coding, added Kaioken Ascend to God, a U6 story, new armor, via patroller quest. What else? Revamped the quest drops badly, and I mean, it was a good revamp, but bad in comparison. Yeah. Here's the thing. 1.2 took forever, right? Like, it took a long while to come out, if anyone remembers that. Like, 150 days. This update's taken, like, over that by now. But, like, this update's, like, 2 times bigger easily. If not 3 times. So the scales are tipping in terms of quantity during the time. But the quality's going up consistently. And the quantity is going up, while the time is remaining pretty much, you get it. Less time, higher quality, higher quantity is a very good improvement. That's like exactly what you want. Usually you're trading quality, you're trading your time in for quality. We're going to do our best, though, to get updates out more consistently after this one. We don't want to be waiting 6+ months for an update, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to be waiting literally half a year to give you guys any new content. It's just kind of boring, and we realize the server gets quote-unquote dead. Although, I'll be honest with y'all, we've been hitting the exact same player counts for the last 4 months, aside from updates, which you should not consider events. Sorry, I meant events. You shouldn't consider events when you look at peak player count. No shit, Spook had like 60 people on at peak, but like, yeah, once that event comes around once a year. We only do events like 4 times a year at this point. Which we're gonna do more, but you get it. This year you guys can expect a lot more in terms of updates. We want to be, we don't want the next piece of content being Movie Pack 3 to take literally 6 months, and it won't. I don't care if anyone takes it as an estimate. Listen, as far as estimates go, even if I give an estimate, the update comes out when the update comes out, okay? Even if I was to tell you guys the update was coming out this day, I'm going to do what's best for the update at the end of the day. I would rather lie than release a bad update. Does that make sense? I'm not obviously specifically lying, but I mean in that situation. Say I was to be like, oh, the update's coming out, and then it doesn't happen. With how long this update's taken, I'd rather just wait that little bit longer than release a quote-unquote unfinished update. Although you guys would probably still like the update even at its current point. There's things that I want to finish. I am stubborn, so... Pretty much what it comes out. It totally released without achievements. Totally. I just have to strip it from the game, but like I'm so steadfast in achievements existing at this point. I mean, how cool, like, are you guys excited for achievements? Obviously, you guys don't know much details, but like, just imagine achievements. However you view achievements in video games. Obviously, we're looking at tons of games for inspiration on the achievements. We have a very hybrid version of achievements. Because many console games typically have very similar achievement structures, Achievement for beating this chapter, or achievement for beating this amount of enemies. You can't really do any of those per se. Like, that'd be funny, like beating 1,000 Cybermen, but like there's like maybe one quest you fight Cybermen, bro. So that would not work. I'm gonna use all this TP, bro. And I'm gonna go fight the boss. Again. Wish me luck.
No.
What do you mean no?
I hope you fucking struggle. Die even. Yeah, you know you like it. Yeah, you do. Don't cap with me. Don't be playing no games.
Does anybody have any other questions about the update? Today's been pretty light with those questions. We get quite a lot. Well, I'm sure many of the people who have been to all the podcasts have already asked everything they want to.
So, Lil, where are you gonna put your TP?
Dex. Bump.
Bump. Dex.
Yeah, no way. I'm 400k short. I'm going back to that quest.
Like 400k.
For an entire another
level?
1,000 levels.
Oh my god, bro.
Get in there, bro. I think Eris meant Dragon Balls. Perhaps.
No. I don't think he will.
Not important. $39,000. So I've gotten an extra 9,000 decks this video, and I'm still. And I leveled up. Let's see how this goes. Wait, do I have enough heals? No, bro. What? God, no. I need a couple more stacks for show.
Little playing, huh?
Yeah. Mostly ultra blades. I'm probably not gonna need any key healing items.
Probably won't, because Dino Meat will probably save you.
I'll be eating that period anyway. 30 should do. If I need any more than that, then it's
kind of what made the Ultra Heal Aids and Key Candy like almost obsolete.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, Dino Meat and Vita Drink.
Yo, look at this. Oh, the quest wasn't hard enough, huh? There's another 3 Gokus to fight. Thank God this one's aggro range is a little bit higher, huh? If I get jumped by the other one mid-fight, I'm gonna
Lil,
cry.
just turn on /test insta-kill, bro. Come on. To think he ain't even know his own. So how bad is he?
Pretty easy.
No.
I love when they don't hit you for like 8 hits. Now I'm beating him right here.
Yep. Think God form's possible or nay?
Depends how hard the next quests are.
Oh, they're probably gonna kill you.
I pray to God this is better than the update. This is like actually unfairly strong. Like obviously Goku Super Saiyan 3 would be strong as shit compared to 425, but like you can't like for someone like me, right? Like I didn't beat Z in 1.0 like some people. And we shouldn't even consider that at all in scaling. Okay? No. But like sure GT will exist, but either way, bro. This is rough. This is the worst grind of the server yet. I know there's one. And that's terrifying because It's very unmotivating. I'm looking very much forward to this update. I cannot imagine playing before U6. I would have been crying. I'd have been like, dude, shit sucks. Like, people who complain about the grind are genuinely right. But I feel like people stop complaining by the time they get here anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, but like they stop genuinely complaining, if that makes sense. You could still criticize, but like I feel like the genuine complaints, they've just given up because they're like, whatever. This is what it is. Made it this far. Gonna give up now. There we go, boys. We're about to beat him. We're about to beat him. We beat him. Camper back over to the quest giver, so I don't. If that broke, I'd probably cry. That'd be cheap. Well, I think so. I use this team. I only have 4,000 decks. Look at that. Huh? How you even? How you living, bruh? Lots of healing. Oh, can I not dash? Hello? Got it. Oh my god, now I'm fighting Beerus. That's not. Why is King Kai just not here? Can we make that happen, please?
No.
Like, obviously, we need to go through in general do this, but like.
Like,
that
some
King
quests
Kai
just don't have, like...
They don't have any other NPCs besides the quest giver and a rift. Like, most of Super was probably like that. Oh my Jesus. So he is 5,000 stronger, but... That correlates to hurt a little bit more than good, huh? Probably also has a way higher strength and scaling. Strength 10 points higher, bro. I'd cry. Yeah, this is not possible at all. Wow, I beat one wall just to get... I mean, to be fair, I wasn't even past the Goku wall. It was still a challenge, but like... Hey, at least levels kind of matter.
I mean, I guess.
They feel like they matter, but that's probably because I have an understandable build. Because a lot of people just full stack decks.
Yeah, they don't... They would not have your build right now.
No.
Wait, how much decks do you have right now?
40.
40? Yeah, that should be like 45-ish, maybe.
And to be fair, I did just do 10k this podcast.
Yeah,
it helps that I, beat a bunch of quests I hadn't done. Or 2. But like, that was 20k. There's 20 mil, so. Good. Cry about it. I don't even know what I want to do. I feel lost. Feel lost. I have no purpose.
You don't.
It is pod.
Bussin'?
No.
No.
Well under bussing. You know what? I ain't even worried. To be fair, I mean, imagine how good the post-GT podcast will be, bro. Everyone. We'll have probably... The podcast will probably see like 40 people. Where the current peak is like 22 or something, you'll probably see like 40. That's not even far-fetched in my mind.
Yeah.
Sucks though, because like you have the podcast open, Cat probably does. I have it open. So by the time you actually get to it, there's only like 5, 6 people watching. Rough.
Yeah, there's not a lot of, I would say, neat questions, but
there's not really much we could do. I'm just grinding the same thing.
Yeah.
As far as the content that goes, this is about the most boring. Just training, bro. Be one quest. Much worse than 2 or 3 ago at this point. That was the perhaps.
So, when do you get tired of this quest?
Once GT comes out and I can finally farm a quest at my level. Well, to be fair, there is no quest at my level right now. This
Yeah.
this is a logical farm at this point, but the fact that it's the farm until forever is the problem. Because this is already a pretty
keep going back to
underwhelming.
this quest even in like ROF.
Yeah, but the fact that this is already starting to feel underwhelming.
Yep. This is indeed the portion where you grind your life away.
Terrible, dude. GT's gonna help a lot though. GT is
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
the fact that I mean just where GT places period post Z, and obviously
Yeah.
being fusing.
Fusing?
Spice it up a little.
Go ahead, little fuse. See what happens.
I'm gonna change my lock.
Oh.
I would never do that.
I don't.
You wouldn't let me get the chance.
She'll immediately stop you.
I'd fuse and that shit, boom, and the podcast should just stop.
Think that's your cat knocking at the door? No, that's cat.
Did you know that there's different lock-on styles?
Yeah.
I should add a separate tab that's the color, because the fact that it can only be yellow is just kind of disappointing. It'd be very easy to grayscale it and have it be colored. I could do that in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I guess.
Could also just wait for a whole graphic update though, couldn't I? Because I don't think anyone's complaining.
Yeah.
I also don't think anyone even knows the menu exists. So maybe let's wait. This is why the updates take forever. That exact sentence that I just said. I could do that in 20 minutes. It's gonna be 20 minutes, but then it's gonna be an hour, but then it's gonna be 2, and I'm gonna spend, and then the whole day is gone, and I just added a colorable lock in one day. We should do a little testing session after this with the testers. That'd be a good idea.
No, I'm good.
No, it's okay. You can do it.
No, I'm good.
You know, you can host it too.
No, I'm okay.
No, it's okay.
I'm alright.
No, it's okay. What's the best thing to
anyways.
buy? Directly, just a rank.
Supporter.
Indirectly, just season pass or divine right before the update. But I would season pass is like long term good, but I assume you don't probably want or expansion update, but that doesn't happen. Although luckily, you know, GT and the next little release of Movie Pack 3 are both season pass things. Makes it super worth it right now. Probably the peak of its value. Well, the peak of its value was obviously before Movie Pack 1, but that's relevant. Although Movie Pack 1 and 2 sucked ass.
Yeah.
Movie Pack 2 was only slightly better than 1, and that was just because armor. No, did it? Didn't it come after?
Armor?
Okay, armor existed before Movie Pack 2, but did we do armor on release day? I don't remember.
I think so. I'm pretty sure you did.
Either way, it was terrible. Nothing to write home about. But I'm so proud of where the server is now. And looking back at it, I'm not disappointed in the previous. It's just, it was the best it could be, man. The server's always been the best it could be at any point. Obviously, there's things that could change, but it's doing the best that I can, because I was hardly even developing effect. Although I definitely should have tested Movie Pack. I don't know, like, I have no excuse for that one. I just trusted people. Although, as you could assume, we didn't have many trustable testers. We just kind of had people, right?
I don't. But I'll just nod my head.
You've been in that position.
No, I haven't.
The guy that got demoted from tester for leaking?
Huh? Dude, I had nugs again today.
What kind?
Fuck, I'm addicted, bro.
Normal or dino?
Dino.
Release date?
It's like...
No.
The dino ones have like a little bit of like spice on them.
Ah. Fine.
Yeah.
I don't even have a release date estimate, Swift. Even if I wanted to, I don't have one in development. and there's just I'm not setting one because there's just no point in setting one. It's not beneficial.
I'll set one.
Literally, all it would do is make us rush at this point, and there's still things up in the air. We're still finishing. It's not just polishing. We're still finishing some things that are necessary to release.
Like,
I know you're joking, or can kind of assume. I've seen you around. More of just whenever I give those kind of responses, more general for everyone listening.
if they even are.
A little bit annoying how many people just don't comprehend why we don't give release dates. Like somebody was complaining in general chat about us pinging, or they weren't complaining, but they were just a little bit upset or disappointed. They said, "Get a ping, and I'm always excited for GT release, but then it's not." Like, on one hand, I understand that, like, I don't expect everyone as a player to be tuned into teasers and stuff, but like if you're interested enough waiting for the release, you could at least watch our YouTube channel. At the bare minimum, if you pay attention to YouTube and Twitter, or just the channels that correlate in the Discord, you would know when the update's coming. You don't need to keep asking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because all you have to do is just like, literally all you have to do is just watch the important news channels on Discord. Know when the update's coming out. We're not gonna hide it. Like, the fact that people ask if there's a release date is cringe to me, because it's like, do you just not care to check? Do you not know where to check? Weird to me. Really? Like farming Swift? Because I'm not amazing at farming. I'm just an average. The only advantage I have is knowing how things are coded. Although I found so many bugs, bro, just from playing. Who you bickering with?
Skills, you know.
Oh, that dude would never be on the testing. No. He's not gonna get on the team for many reasons. He banned over on Naruto or temp banned or something. What do you say?
I'm very active. God. Because what happens when he gets unbanned on Naruto, huh? He then goes over there, talks to them about shit over here?
Yep. Or just...
Yeah. What interesting people we deal with on a day-to-day.
It's that one-dimensional thinking that makes him not be a tester. I haven't seen you on at all. Not that they know he's a quester, but like, just assuming they're not active.
I mean...
Anta's one of our most active development team members.
We also see, like, you know, whenever he clocks in.
Yeah, he clocks his on time, and he's in chat and
so, like,
stuff.
Yeah, like, we see when he's online.
I could probably help you, Swift, if you want to drop on US2. I can come, If you want to come on here, I can trade some stuff for you. I don't really want a lot for it. Something. I don't know if I'd ever actually accept another dev. It's just I don't. It's hard to imagine working with another dev. I just. Probably another hour. I mean, I can get on later, like tomorrow or something. If you want? You see me in general chat, say something.
Or just spam ping him. That's what I do. Bro, don't say that.
I think Naruto general chat. That's good. Now, I don't need them. I have level 5 of sitting there. I don't even have them, but I can go get them. I have a bunch of Dragon Ball. You wouldn't want to be annoying like Gobi or anything.
No, you would.
Shut up, bimbo.
Hey, hey.
Crab at it, cope.
Hey.
Hey, no, please.
That's not funny. It's not fun. Come on.
Podcast. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie, this podcast has been. What? Feel bad for these motherfuckers that will do absolutely nothing to figure out with this guy in chat. How do you exist in life without having any initiative, like figure things out?
You have your hand held through everything.
Mommy tying your shoes for kindergarten type stuff.
Dude,
Dude, I got my shoes
like,
tied till elementary. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared of laces. I had to ask the teachers to retie my shoes. It was awkward.
Nah, see, I was just an idiot and couldn't figure out like the whole like knot tying thing. So like what I would do is just wrap it up a bunch of times and stuff it in my shoe, the excess.
You too, Idaho. That's nice, wholesome. What we need.
I don't know, like I just wasn't a very fast like knot tire, so I just like wrap it around each other a bunch of times, like tighten it and stuff the excess in my shoe and then move on.
You're not gonna let somebody who's been, I mean, I wouldn't say punished because I'm sure one of our testers might have been muted at some point.
Yeah, me.
But like, yeah, that's I was actually thinking that because I knew you used to be a little mouthy boy.
I still am. I was mouthy for a good reason.
Oh, Swift, chill out with that. Political. Then Chief Keef though. A little Dirk. I forget what the meme was, bro. It was some it's like Lil Durk or one of them gets triggered whenever they mention one of his dead homies or something like that. I just tell him Putin did that. Done for. Terrible jokes. I mean, telling him that. You're banned from applying, buddy. Chief Keef picking you up and driving you over. Those are some terrible emojis that Cool Burn has.
I don't even know who he is, but God, I love him.
Those some good fun.
Uh-huh.
I guess there's some stupid shit. $10. That's not even a bet, to be honest. Oh, here he goes. What does Naruto probably go by with this? Why the fuck is he arguing about it? I don't give a fuck what you think. It's not happening. Ugh.
Bro. Bro, that is hilarious.
He's about the same with Naruto. It's just he broke a rule and then was a dumbass after he broke the rule, so he got in trouble for just not, he was trying to like lie or whatever. I think. I love how none of those people are in this live stream, so we could all just crap talk them on the live stream. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even crap talking, bro. He's being a dipshit. We're just laughing about it. Stop being a dummy.
That's actually funny though. I'm different here. Oh my god. I needed that today, truly. Yeah, literally, just don't be an idiot.
I'm not gonna argue about if you can be on our testing team, bro. It's a yes or no. That's it. Period. If you're arguing with us about why you should be on the team, you're just screaming, I'm not a good idea for the team.
Literally.
You're arguing with us about why you should be accepted. The irony
Plus,
of that.
I'm 90% sure, but I told him in DMs to just get more on time, and then you can reapply if you choose. So that's up to you.
How Pete Davidson became the century. They spell center like RE of absolutely everything. What do you mean the center? I mean Ariana Grande and all of his exes and Kanye and his appeal was obvious. A down-to-earth freshness paired with a fearless ability to wear his own pain on his sleeve. So being a human, he made a terrible joke that was I'm not gonna say actually that I did. I'll send you the article. Privately.
Lil, please tell me you see general chat right now, bro. I can't with this dude. That's actually hilarious. Where'd you even find that GIF from?
I just typed in standing, bro. He just accidentally being hasty. He just accidentally said he doesn't have proof. I saw like one of their admins sent me, or like they posted in staff chat because they like pinged me or something, or no, yeah, because Skills was pinging me in general and they pinged me in staff chat like saying how much of an idiot he is. I'm like, yeah, bro, I know he plays Blue server, and then blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I got to see like the reason he was punished. I'm like, you know what's funny? Podcast 14 almost has more views than Devlog 7.
Bro.
I did not think the podcast would be doing that. Although that's combined with the fact that that was like our best one and that was like our worst devlog. Yeah, we just had to sell Gobi's body for that one.
Had to sell my dignity.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do like light goal for webcam. Maybe another time.
Yeah.
I'm not shy to the webcam. I just feel like it's not only bad things come out of that.
I'm not shy about it either.
Be a bunch of idiots just taking screenshots of my face in funny frames. It's already happened.
With ice, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? You're bro. Cat went through Cat went through a whole little emoji phase.
Yeah, that's Cat, not me.
That's true. I back how
I'm
the
an
grind's
innocent
going good.
bystander.
Grind's going pretty good. Just gaming. You want to link the stream again? Although I think like all of these players are fresh new players, and I think that's why we're not getting many people here. I think everyone who we already had 10 viewers before I even linked on YouTube. We didn't get many more after that.
Yeah. The fact that he asked to I've stated, like he's been on for at least until the podcast has started. And I've sent the podcast like 4 times. He's asked, what is that?
Please.
I don't...
I was about to say you're saying that it's the podcast. don't know how long I'm gonna stream today, but whatever. I'm just chilling. Grind's going pretty good. Gonna go grind some more PQs in a moment. Yes.
No.
There you go. Look at PM stuff.
Hilarious stand-up comedy, huh?
What the fuck kind of?
Yeah, it's
It's a
just like a
weird-ass
weird. That's so like, out of left field that it's like you gotta imagine that's just weird because it's not even like remotely relatable. Like, I don't know how you could sit there and say that and think like spitting gospel.
He's
Yeah.
preaching right now.
Yeah, bro. I mean, this happened to you too, man, for sure.
Naruto players need Jesus. Someone was talking to me. Like, I was talking to somebody in their general chat. And then someone was like, oh, is it releasing this month? Like, their remaster? And I'm like, no, bruh. Like, it's definitely not coming out this month. Like, we will tell you guys once it's on the way. No, we haven't said anything because, you know, nothing worth saying. Not coming this month. And yet somehow Kills is over there saying, yeah, somebody said it was coming this month. Kills was reading the chat during that time. It's like, cannot make this shit up.
Just had somebody apply.
Cool.
Buff Kip.
Just two
Yeah.
there. Oh, I almost forgot to claim the gift box.
Haha, bozo.
So easy to forget.
It's not. You're just dumb.
It was like a daily checklist you could do.
Did you do this?
I could easily write one. Daily claims. Or if
you actually think about it, we've done like a solid, like, if every podcast is like 2 hours minimum, done at minimum 30 hours of content. But a lot of them are 3. We've done like a solid 40 to 50 hours of podcast content. Us talking, answering damn near questions. That's cool.
Playtime should I get before trying to get a tester role? I don't care for your total playtime. What I try and look at is how much like weekly and monthly on time you've got. Because I gotta know if you're like getting on bi-weekly or if you're just gonna disappear like in a blue moon and then come back all of a sudden. I gotta know how active you are, and that's what your playtime is gonna show me.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So like, someone could apply with like 34 days, but if they've got like 1 minute for this month, then I'm gonna deny them.
Yeah, like they just logged on and they're like, I want to see the update. That's what that screams to us. And against contrary belief, you're not joining the testing team to look at the update. You're joining the testing team to help the server and make it better. You're not here for your personal...
You are essentially quality checking our work.
I mean, frankly, you're just here to be an opinion. You're just here to... You're volunteering through and through. Volunteer. If that doesn't sound cool, if you don't want to volunteer and just... I mean, you get to see the content early, of course, but like... That's not your primary focus. Your primary focus is testing to make sure the update's good and make sure there's no bugs. I work my ass off to develop these updates, and I cannot find every bug. I mean, I find bugs pretty often, but like most
you can't
of the time,
always test in depth.
I can't go test if patrol request number 2010 is gonna be able to, you know.
If 2010 like. PQ
Bullshit.
2010 is the right scaling, right TP, everything like that.
Yeah, I can't go in-depth check. That's like 10 minutes, 5 minutes just to check that.
Yeah.
Not gonna go do that. So if we have like 10 testers, that's pretty light. Do that over the course of a week, bro. That's like an hour a day. Nothing. And as you communicate with us, you could be quote-unquote inactive. Tell us why.
You can.
I'm not that
leave.
serious about
like,
it.
If you got school, tell us. We're not gonna boot you out just because you got school. Like, if you gotta focus on school for a few weeks, let us know. We can handle it. But if you got like we know the difference between having school for like 5 days and then playing. And then just
school
dipping.
is the most generic excuse. And I'm not saying everyone uses an excuse, but I'm like, every time I've ever been bullshitted to about somebody being busy, they're like, I have school, then they get off school and they play games or they do this, and it's like, that's cool. That's your free time, but don't volunteer for something and then use all of your free time for something like that. You're not gonna help, because you gotta at least put in a little bit of time.
I think the dumbest excuse was working out in VR. I hate
That
excuse.
That was an
had us
overly
dying.
detailed thing. You did not need to say all that. It just said, I'm busy. I'm playing a game, doing this and doing that. He did not need to go out of his way to tell us that he was working on a VR. That's borderline embarrassing, bro. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, in VR you sweat your ass off and shit, but like, I'm not gonna tell you I'm actively doing it to work out. I'm just in VR because shit is fun. Yeah, sure, it's a good exercise, but I don't boot my VR up to work out. Not my daily workout.
And I think like the best part was that like it wasn't like he was like quote unquote working out, but it wasn't to like a workout session type of game.
Just
It
playing
was
a game.
specifically to a game.
We be hearing the stupidest shit, man. And when we're trying to take this seriously and work our ass off on this server, and you're giving us bullshit 10% of your effort, and the only thing you could do is just tell us you're busy, that's the bare minimum for you, you do not have a... That's like nothing. Anybody can bullshit us and tell us an excuse when... We don't even expect testing that often, dude. Our most active testers will get on 8 hours a week. Well, probably more than that. You get it. It's depending on how much we have to test each week, but whatever. There's so much to test.
Yeah.
There's no reason you.
There's a lot to test, but it doesn't take a lot of time to test, if that makes sense. Because, I mean, we're about available every day. I don't really think we're gone, like, me, you,
Literally
and
my
Kat.
full-time commitment. I'll take a few days off, but for the most part.
But yeah, even just sitting in, like, a VC to, like, I don't know, like, well, we've played games before while talking about the update.
I don't ever
kill
ever
us.
fully not do anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill the mood. Fuck this eat. Cheated in one zen, he broke the economy. I need cheat mode on. Admin
Oh,
stuff.
so you're cheating now.
So that's the only thing I've cheated this whole run. I just threw it on the ground. A single zen.
I can't fucking believe you. You pick
what
it
I
up
would say if
right
I was
now,
sorry.
mister. Hey, yo.
Yeah, brrr.
Yeah, literally littering. Come on, Lo. See, budget, that's what I'm saying, man.
Dude, I'll probably be getting God after he comes out at this point. I mean,
Lil, maybe it's time for fusion, you know?
I could definitely get God if I feel.
You could get it, I want to say right now.
You know what? I hate to say it, but I don't blame a single person for using to skip this grind. I don't blame a single person.
Like,
Well, I blame some of them when they're assholes about it, but for the general public, I'm like, bro, this grind is downright terrible. I do not blame you for. I respect the people who don't, but like,
I feel like there's a degree where, like, fusing's okay. Is like,
I mean, it does
yeah,
exist
sure,
for a
you're
reason.
getting
It's
into
just not
super.
balanced.
yeah, like, you're getting into super, like, oh, you just want to get God form so the grinding is faster with God form on, like, 424? Sure, pop off. But, like,
Some people they just
fusion
skip.
slaving all, like, all the way to fucking 611 or even further. Like, all the way to the end of the game type, like, fusion? Nah. Or if you're, like, level 60 in fusion, like, using fusion to get to God form. It's insane.
I mean, to be fair though, fusion is literally like it's objectively not like it's post Z slightly.
Yeah.
It's funny how bad the level scaling is though, because the enemy you fight to get fusion is the same level as the Goku 502. But look how different the levels scale.
Yeah.
So
Don't
glad
worry,
that
Liv.
that's
If you
at
need a
least.
fuse, Jonga's here for you.
I don't think I'll do that to Cat. Fusion is nothing cool at all. It is insanely boring.
Yeah, it's definitely not cool and not complex, but it's fucking, it's something. That's the best way I can put it nicely.
Nothing. It's a fucking terrible mechanic. I'm not gonna use it. Genuinely don't like it.
Too bad.
Could really use a revamp.
Hacking your account right now.
Almost in the corner, bro. Not even necessary. This dude's so weak. Bro, that was. I'm like, this quest is weird with its rates. I'd be getting like the full set. A great dog. Bruh.
Yeah.
There we go.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Ha, bitch. That's what a bitch would say. Dude, fucking my head itches so much. Cause like, I think I like scratched too hard on it last night. I think I have a scab on it now, but it's like it's itchy right there, but I can't itch it. Yeah.
First patrol quest gives 0 TP.
Yeah. All patrol quests give 0 TP.
Right.
Now, forever.
Oh, okay. Yo, stop nay-naying, boo. I can't wait for y'all to see this update, though. This shit's gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna love the update. My package here yet? Let's check. Amazon. That's a shitty Roomba. The Oofy. The hell? The OUF.
Oofy?
Apparently my package here. Might as well just wait until after podcast to go grab it.
Oh yeah.
I ordered replacement earpads. They didn't come yet. They're in a different package. I ordered replacement earpads for my old headset that my girlfriend has. Kraken V2. Because these ones are like leather and like they're peeling and shit. That's the headset I'm wearing right now. It's a nice headset, don't get me wrong. It's just, I like the SteelSeries one more. Oh. Yeah, I've literally been hitting this dude for 10 minutes for no stamina.
Dope.
I don't see it as a bad thing.
Okay.
That's totally the wrong one. I'm messing with like my settings right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's on a different headset, but totally base. Oh, it's crashing. Cool. I have 2 Razer Synapse. I don't know which is which. One of them uses like my audio stuff. The other one uses like my lighting. Because I have a bunch of Razer products. Kind of funny that I actually stopped using the Razer headset. Because their headsets aren't anything special. I like the... I'm gonna get a new keyboard one day, but I don't like buying new things unless I have to. Stingy person.
Kaoken and key buffs. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, here, let's go over. I like doing this. Maybe we should make this a thing every podcast. Go over all the changes. Like, just read through them. Alright, so let's go through. Let me kill Kid Buu. Fuck. Let's go through the list. Changes. So update news, okay? That's where you could see all the list. The GT expansion comes with a GT quest line. 2 forms for each race, those being Ozaru, Golden Ozaru, and Super Saiyan 4. Obviously, Saiyan gets technically. I wouldn't really count Golden Ozaru as a whole separate. Of course, obviously the Ozaru, and every race is getting a Ozaru, like a primal form. Every race is getting 2. GT Challengers, GT Challenger stages, 2 new locations, Challengers, and GT armor sets. So that's cool. Also, just so everyone knows, GT is 3-week early access. You need Season Pass, Divine, or the specific GT. It's a DLC. DLC with limited access, so you'll eventually get it if you don't. After 3 weeks, it'll be free to everybody. Okay. Progression rebalance, quest challengers and drops. We changed the entire scaling of the whole server, pretty much. In a good way, obviously, nothing's drastically different. Everything's just a little bit better. Like, not necessarily easier, but just more fair all around. Performance improvements, a shit ton of them. I don't even want to get into it. Way too many. Don't get me started. Enemy selection screen, that's amazing. Key buff. That was for challengers, by the way, sorry. Key buff, making key a shit ton better. Making it more fair and everything. Party rebalance and improvements. Amazing. There's a devlog about that. Mind getting a new use. Not gonna tell you what that is. Cool though. You guys might like it. You might be annoyed. I don't care. Shame. Achievement system being introduced. This will be covering quests, challengers, collectibles, forms, and techniques, and a ton of other achievements to strive for. Kaoken balance and quality of life changes, making Kaoken not annoying to use, not unfair, early game, whatever. It's better. Yeah, I'll do. All new form visuals. That you can see this in the new form showcase video. It's beautiful. Tutorial rework. The tutorial is not very self-explanatory, so it'll be better. Cool. There'll be on-screen tips, new help menu entries, new useful commands list, and yeah, just a bunch of on-screen prompts. Like whenever you unlock a form, there will be an on-screen prompt telling you to go to warp forms. That will fix that issue. Auto stacking. You know, the items don't stack. TP and Zenny conversion. TP conversion is better now, and Zenny conversion exists. Controls organized and a ton of new ones added. That's just nice. Cosmetic toggle, so you can have an armor set or clothing set in another slot. You can use armor and then have it look different. Enemy health bars, TP and Zenny texture. Enemy health bars is just like, just look at the feature highlights. They're literally on screen right now. Actually, as I'm reading, holy shit. TP and Zenny textures, that's on screen. Armor farming system improvements. Gear coins drop instead of armor sets. So you can go trade in gear coins for the armor sets you want. Oh, look, it's on screen. On-screen info improvements, that's the tips, and TP booster will be shown in the top right. TP multiplier of the event or weekend booster will be in the top right. Your TP booster time and percent, blah, blah, blah. Battle power rework. Battle power finally show on your screen. It scales very interestingly. Scales differently, while the max is the same for every race. Obviously, different races have different form multis. I don't really need to explain that to you, I hope, but voting improvements. Voting is worth doing. Daily missions rework. Daily missions are worth doing. A lot of these changes are like obvious changes because the systems are just underwhelming. And then just a shit ton of quality of life changes. I actually need to add devlog feature highlight 9 to this list. And mention that party rework was already mentioned in the video. Also, just so everyone knows, party rework is you're not going to be able to be carried, and if you are, we're probably going to nerf it. Just an FYI. The whole point of the party system is not for you to get an easy carry. If we wanted easy carried, we'd let you give armor to your friends, we'd let you give TP to your friends, etc. That's not what the system's for, okay? Okay.
God damn, something smells good.
Sorry, I farted.
Huh? No, don't giggle about that, huh?
Giggling. Yo, thanks for the fish, bro. You got any more?
Don't give him any more.
Shh. They don't know about the shadow nerf I did to the Beerus fish, man. They don't know about that. Thank you. I'm trying to deflate the Beerus fish economy manually. I've been tired of doing it. And those nerfs just ain't working. Yeah, bro.
Just
Beerus
remove
fish used to
healing
be
on it.
75%.
I thought it used to be like 100.
No, it was 70. If not
Really?
80. It was never
I
one.
could have sworn it was 100 at one point.
Not sure. We need to do a little member rank revamp at some point.
No, I'm good.
We just need to rework everything. Nothing's safe. That's half the fun of this server, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Everything constantly being changed and just being better. And wouldn't it be really, really boring if we just left everything the way it was forever? That system you never thought about, but now it's one of the most important things. Obviously, it probably wouldn't be that much, but you get it. Kaioken went from being an afterthought and just some weird system that had no... Dude, Kaioken before U6 was so boring. Can we all agree? Like, it was just... you know? It was just kind of there. It was a free buff, right? But now it's a buff with a downside, so it's exactly what Kaioken is, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about this being like the show? We saw Goku use Kaioken on Super Saiyan making like, fucking movie or a filler episode, bro. So it never happened. Be honest.
He used it in like
He
against
used it on
Icon,
Blue.
and that was it.
He used it on Blue, so yes, it's totally possible. I don't disagree, but like, there's a reason he doesn't do it consistently. He'd rather just be weaker in Blue and not die.
Like,
One of those
I'm
like
sure-
big one-hit things. You do one hit
Yeah.
and that's it. Because you're probably taking more damage than you'd otherwise even take.
like if we did everything that like quote unquote could have happened, then fucking there would be no time for everything special.
Yeah, dude, it makes the server so much cooler. Did you guys know there's like 50 or I think it's 40 to 50 variations of the existing? And that's counting like Super Saiyan is 1, Full Power Super Saiyan is 2, obviously in this list, and then Super Saiyan Kaioken. I'm counting if it has Kaioken period because I'm not going to count every stage of Kaioken. Because there's only a single form that cannot use all Kaioken stages, but you know what I mean? Blue. Like Ascend to God is the only form that is limited to only one stage, so that's not even worth counting separately. It's can use, can't use, and then there's a form. Wouldn't even call it a subcategory. It's literally just a single form does that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the podcast soon because I want to go work and I gotta take a crap. So
Oh my god. Gotta be on the toilet for like 3 hours.
nah, I'm gonna leave my phone here. Do I know? Well, I'm gonna take it to text.
I'll ping testers.
I mean,
Try
I
and
could
get
get
everybody rallied.
I could get files out, but I really don't think it's a lack of file issue with the testing.
It is not. I think files would quote unquote help though.
I might as well just wait till tomorrow to keep my. Plus, I was in the middle of fixing. Before.
You have any plan for new cosmetic?
Not this update. Hopefully, we can start getting to like accessories and cool things like that soon, because then we can make donation ranks have another meaning besides just your kits. Be nice if like Divine actually got a limited like cosmetic.
Be nice if it's like cosmetics actually
It'd just be fun to. Yeah, no, I'm gonna also remake all of Dragon Ball. Like we kind of remade bodysuits, if you guys remember. Probably don't, but bodysuits got touched up. They got their textures updated and slightly changed.
Touched?
Not this one.
Hey, yo.
Couple updates. I think it was like might have been BOG, bro. No, it was probably after, because otherwise they wouldn't have been out. BOG was when the new body textures came. My priorities changed so much, bro, because in 1.0, like, I cared about quality, but 1.1 is when you got the current character visuals that we have right now.
Yeah.
Weird to think about. People don't realize how truly ever-changing our server is. I'll send it one day, but I have a whole feature list of when features change and how long they go without changing. Let me open it and give you guys an example of one thing that you might be surprised about. Because there's some things that will literally go an entire, like, year without being. And although they might not be super important, just think about that for a minute. 360 days of the same thing. It's not bad, right? But, like, some systems deserve a rework. Like, let's say, for instance, we're not going to go rework challengers right after this update once we give you guys a new GUI and it's finally amazing, right? We're not going to rework it next update. That'd be stupid. We might change some scaling, but we're not going to do a quote-unquote rework that we... Let me look at this. Features over. For instance, quests got reworked in 1.2. That was 250 days since release. Okay. Oh, here. Crates got rebalanced in the U6 update. That was 378 days. Kaioken, healing items, crates, and the hub all were not changed for 378 days. Key combat as well. Punching machine, 288, 288, blah, blah, blah. You get it. A long time, bro. To put it simply.
Pepe.
No.
Did it end?
No. I was talking to them how long features can go without being kind of crazy. The fact that some systems literally went like literally damn near 400 days without even being changed a single time. Well, I say a single time, but let's be honest, they were probably, you know, whatever. Holy sh... Oh my god. I gotta show you this, Gobi. Once podcast. Oh my god. That's terrifying.
But I'm afraid.
Should be.
Oh god.
It's how long patrol requests have gone without getting changed. Well, spoiler, it's 600 plus days. Even, like, to today. Because they haven't been changed since 1.1. Unless you count new patrol requests, but otherwise quests will be revamped every update. And that's not what we're... That is insane. Cray, bro. Excuse me?
Fuck you.
Like you
Fuck you.
I think you stuttered a little bit.
Dog came in my room with me, thinking I had food, bro.
Got bamboozled. Sitting there pissed.
Cause I ain't got shit.
Yes, sir.
So when are you coming to my room, huh, Lou? And why not? Am Am I just not good enough for you? Huh? Is that it?
Message read.
Bruh.
Did we rebalance
come
alternate
on.
forms in U6? That doesn't sound right. The hell did we even do?
Rebalance.
Yeah, it's on here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast, guys. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you for your guys' time today. I hope to see you guys at future podcasts. I hope you guys are all excited for the update. Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing update. I cannot wait to deliver this to you guys. I know you guys have
This
been waiting a
update
while.
sucks. Oh shit, we're still going.
He has dementia. You know, sometimes he forgets that. You know, his ass is on the line if the update is not good. So.
Huh?
So I hope you guys have a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. The update. Yeah. So anyway, I'll see you guys. Have a good day.